Yo, Crypto Shock, what's going on, buddy? Good morning, man. Good morning, Crypto Shock. I see two wolves in there, spreading the fireworks. Hamilton saying first. Let's go, baby, let's go. Should expect some price action today, guys. I know the price action is boring as hell, but we should see some price action. We got Daddy Pal speaking at 10 a.m. today, so I expect some volatility beforehand, too, as we normally get with these type of things, man. All right, so catch you guys in a bit. Yo, Blaze, I see you out here, man. Good morning, dude. Getting the coffee, drinking, getting ready for some price action, hopefully for Bitcoin today. Let's go, baby. Who else is in a good mood? I'm in a good mood. We're all in a good mood. Floki's getting a pump. Let's go, man. Kennedy, bro. I love Kennedy, man. Kennedy's been watching the show forever, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get some hype in the chat today, man. Hey, Fahid said, is George now saying one Bitcoin to 1.4 billion? Oh, man. I doubt it. I doubt it. That would mean the bear market's probably going to go on for another 2 years if that was the case, man. I highly doubt that's what he's saying, you know? Floki to 10K. Let's go, man. Floki to 10K. Imagine. Woo, man. We'd be cruising up in this bitch. Yo, what's going on, Franklin? Good morning, bro. Good morning, bro. Is Daddy Pal gonna own us today? He might, but we gotta be ready for both directions, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be ready for both directions here today, my friend. You're definitely right. Let's get it, man. I'm pumped for today, though. I'm pumped. Hopefully we get some type of trigger for some price action, bro. Shit. That was a short song, bro. That was a short song. Shit. I guess it's time for battle. I don't know. Is it time for battle today? It might be time for battle. It might be time for some battling. Oh no, this is a sad music. We don't want to play this today. We don't want to play this today. It's setting us up for some bad juju for later. Shit, man. We'll get a little hype in the chat before we start here today. Let's go. Let's talk some price action, man. Come on, baby. Let's talk some targets. Let's talk everything today. Short song, big hype. Let's go. Some good areas with some shorts coming out, possibly. Rafi, you know you like this song, brother. You know you like this song, brother. Let's go, man. Wait, Kennedy, you got two accounts, bro? How you got me Kennedy and Damon Kennedy? I'm so confused, man. How do you got two accounts up in this bitch? Let's go, baby. Good morning, fellas. Everyone who's outside the chat. Good morning, guys. Thanks for coming in and watching this morning. Let's talk some targets and some price action, man, because we gotta be ready today, my friends. We gotta be ready for today, my friends. Traders, you gotta be ready today. Investors, you gotta be ready today. Everyone's gotta be ready today. Let's go. I'm ready for today, dude. I'm hyped up for today for hopefully for some price action. We got Pal that's speaking at 10 a.m. this morning, so we're coming up in about hour and 45 minutes. Let's talk some targets. Let's talk some potential short zones, some long zones, and levels that we could look at and see, you know, where could we take some potential trades, or, you know, if we do get a dump, where could we take some potential buy the dip opportunities, if you guys are into that shit. So let's get busy today. Crypto Shock is in here in this bitch. Fahid, when Bitcoin 1.4 billion. George is calling for 1.4 billion now. Oh my lordy. That's not too good. That's not too good. Let's jump on into 22,400, my friends. Bitcoin, short-term price action, still not really doing anything, you know. This has been a range that the scalpers have loved. This range, right? You play the lows, these higher lows, all the way up to this white box. You play it back down, you play it back up, you play it back down, you play it back up, you play it back down. You know, it's been the scalpers' paradise for Bitcoin in this zone. As we pretty much just go sideways, but it's been a pretty neat price action, right? It's not exciting, but it's been pretty neat. Now, you know, we look at the short-term price action, guys. I'll start with the short-term and then kind of give you my thoughts. The levels that I'm looking at, right? So there's some potential levels here. If Bitcoin does see a move down initially today, right? Because it certainly could happen, right? It certainly could happen. You got to be ready for both directions today. If Bitcoin does just see a dump, which I guess I don't think it's the most logical scenario. I think if they're going to bring it down, they're going to spike it up first. But if you do see a dump, the first levels I'm looking at is like this $22,100 zone, which is the golden pocket. And you would look for that bigger W formation that pushes you back to the upside. Could be a potential position for some type of long down there. And then obviously, like, if shit hits the fan, a pal comes in and wants to spike us down to the downside, right? The anti-George. If he wants to pull the anti-George, shout out to Vahid, man. He's always telling us what George's outlook is for the market, bro. All right? So if pal wants to come in and anti-George us, man, the big level I'm looking at for a big-ass juicy long, I keep saying the same thing, but I'm looking for this 21.3 level. So much juiciness at that level that I'm looking for a massive swing long at this 22.3 level, where you got the previous low, you got the 786 Fibonacci coming in right here, and you got basically, if you go to the daily, if you go to the little old daily time frame, you got basically this previous high coming in right here. And honestly, like the bigger term time frames still look pretty good, but we'll talk about those in a little bit. Let's stick with the short term because we want to know what's going to happen right now, not what's going to happen tomorrow. Shit. So those are the two levels I'm looking for the downside for a long, right? Possibly this as a double bottom, right? From this $22,200 zone, and then $21,300 if we see a big dumperoni back down to the downside. Let's see. Coffee is brewing, dude. I got my first coffee here this morning, guys. I was running late this morning. I didn't even shower yet this morning, guys. I am smellier than a freaking trash can right now. I smell probably like that guy on the airplane that you don't want to sit next to. You guys know what I'm talking about, where you feel bad because you smell the smell on the airplane, right? And you know that someone's sitting next to that guy on the airplane, but you know it's not you, but you can still smell it. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And you think in your head, damn, someone's sitting next to that guy the whole plane ride. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Didn't even have time to shower this morning, guys. I'm sitting here drinking my first coffee here, but I'm ready to go because, like I said, we got an hour and 40 minutes until Pal is coming up here and speaking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys? Let's see. Tenant Dan Dangles is hopium today. Yes, we need the hopium today. Or do we need the hopium? I don't know. I don't know if we do need the hopium, guys. I still see that the sentiment is uber bearish. Everyone's calling for, it seems like everyone's calling for 18K, 19K now. Totally could happen. Now, let's say Bitcoin does get a pump to the upside, guys. All right, because we got to be ready for both scenarios today. If Bitcoin does get a big old pump to the upside, right, because it certainly could happen too. levels I'm looking for. Man, this 22.6 level has been a pain in the ass, right? This level, man, every time we pump to this white box at 22.6 is a pain in the mother trucking ass, right? We've gotten rejected once, twice, 3 times from there. That's obviously the first level I'd watch. You know, I think if you're going to see a bigger pump, you'll actually break that. And then you got this 22,700 zone, which is basically this previous low, right? And if you go to the 4-hour time frame, you'll notice that this 22.7 level, if you actually extend this across like this, this like zone right here from 22.7 to about 22.8. It's a pretty big level, man. I mean, you got your 50 EMA on the 4-hour sitting right there. You got all these previous lows acting as support. This previous low, right? And if you actually look, you got this downward sloping trend line. So you see this? This downward sloping trend line coming like this. So I'm looking for some confluence for some short position. If Bitcoin does get a little move up, be careful like 22.7, 22.8. I more say 22.8 to be honest, for that potential move back to the downside. So 22.8 is a short position I'm looking at if Bitcoin gets there, right? We're just going over the levels that I'm looking at. If Bitcoin smacks that, 23,200 could be a short position. But at that point, if you're breaking this, at that point, you're probably looking a little bit more bullish than bearish at that point. So it's like, okay, you take the short from 23.2? I don't know if you do. I don't know if you do. And that's basically the fib from this high to this low, right? If you took this fib from this high to this low, you get this golden pocket right here. I don't know if you would necessarily hold that if you broke through this trend line here. But I guess we kind of keep it open there. Let's see, Bitcoin 22,407 this morning, guys. Are we going to at least see a move up back to this 22.6 level, at least in the short term? I think that we could. It might not be till later, though, because we know when Jordan's streaming, nothing happens. We know what it is, man. We know what it is. Wayne said, Hopia must be the opposite of FUD. Yes, Wayne. Yes, Wayne. There is a lot of FUD right now. There is a whole lot of FUD in the crypto space at the moment, my guys. You know? A whole lot of FUD. I mean, there's not really much you can do about the FUD. You got to take the FUD for what it is. You know, the FUD is real. It's definitely real right now. Who else is feeling the FUD? I'm feeling the FUD right now. I'm feeling it, man. Right? I'm feeling the bearishness. You know, and you know, when I start feeling the bearishness, when I start questioning myself, I got to look at the charts a different way. It's like we've been saying, guys. It's a lot of the same shit. 4-hour time frame does have a bear flag, right? Measure move would also put you right down in this $21,300 zone. So, and you just posted a 4-hour red dot on Market Cypher here on the 4-hour time frame. So, like, it's one of those things that, you know, this could easily change if Bitcoin for whatever reason gets a pump today. Still say that the short-term time frame looks a little bearish, but it's hard for me, man. I'm gonna do a quick rant alert this morning, bro. Rant alert this morning. Rant alert. Right? It's hard for me to get too bearish on the medium-term time frames. Still the same thing. A lot of the same shit. Let's see, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, come on, man. Give us some price action this morning, man. Don't be boring us out this morning. We want some price action this morning. I do, at least. I want some price action. Give me 1, give me 2, give me 3 green candles. Give me 1, give me 2, give me 3 red candles. Let's go, man. I'm feeling nice today. Give me any type of candles this morning, guys. I don't have a bearish bone in my body, said Blaze. I don't know who has a bearish bone in their body. I know there's actually a lot of perma bears out there. There actually is a lot of perma bears. Who else we got? BTC hits 100K. I'm calling sick. I think everyone would. Like, who would go to work? If Bitcoin hit 100K tomorrow, who would call out just to have a party in here? Who would call out just to have a party in here if Bitcoin hit 100K tomorrow? I think there would be a lot of salty people and a lot of bullish people. But anyways, guys, the daily time frame. You're still in this big daily channel. It's hard for me to get super bearish when all these things are happening, right? And it kind of goes to say, okay, maybe you dump on the short-term time frames a little bit, but I still look at the daily. You're still above the 200-day EMA, right? You're still above this upward sloping support line, which is a bigger daily channel, right? Where you got 2 higher highs, you got 3 higher lows. If I could talk, that'd be great. And then you also look down here. You got the daily stocks that is bottomed out. that should be getting across to the upside, as long as you don't see a sort of massive dump today, which, you know, you never can count out, but still, you're at support. And then you got the daily green dot, which should be printing. Actually, would if Bitcoin can get any momentum over the next 2 days, it doesn't even have to be anything big. If Bitcoin can just keep going sideways here for the next 2 days, you should be printing that daily green dot as well. Last time you did that was back here in February 23rd. So, and you did get, on that day that you did get that green dot, you got a massive pump. And the last time you did that before that was all the way back here on January 2nd, where we went sideways, and then you got a pretty nice pump up to the upside. So, you know, I'll still say, like, and even go to like the 2-day time frame, right? The 2-day, right, same thing. You still at support. Stock our size bottomed out on the 2-day, right? And, you know, momentum's not as close on the 2-day, but the daily would get you to the 2-day, right? So, I don't know, man. It's just, I posted on Twitter, man. Kind of place your bets, right? You get the 4-hour looking a little bearish, but then you got the daily looking a little bullish. But then you get the 2-day looking a little bullish. But then you got the weekly looking a little bearish. You know, you place your bets here. If I had to guess, and this was my best guess, right? Is some kind of move to the downside, right? Whether you just come and make a lower low, or you come and make a higher low here, and you come back up, or you come to this 21.3 level, and you come up like this, like with a massive bounce. If I had to guess, something like that happens, right? Maybe a little wick down here, or, you know, and then you come back up, and you try to come up to these higher levels to take out some of the shorts, right? At least a little bit of a retracement to take out some of these shorts back to the upside. If I had to guess what was going to happen, because right now everyone's guessing, man, and to be honest. It's not really me just being a moon boy looking at this. I'm just looking at this from strictly a chart perspective. I don't want to be that guy who gets bearish right here at major support with indicators bottomed out and sort of be like, yeah, man, I'm feeling bearish, bro. I'm feeling bearish here. Let's see. Crypto's shock. Just need a decent little dump to fill my alt positions. Then it can move. Exactly, man. Listen, if you do get that dump, guys, and my position still remains the same. I'm excited for this whatever happens here. If Bitcoin wants to hold this 21.3 support, all good, right? You could see something like this, where you go down and a little bit sideways for the next month and a half, which would be super boring. Or you could see something like this, right, where Bitcoin does get that major flush out, and then you see that more long-term kind of secondary low come in down here, which would be the Wyckoff schematic number 2. I mean, overall, like I keep saying the same thing, but like this zone here is the final load up position, in my opinion. All right, if Bitcoin does come back down here, you're gonna hear every bear in the world saying, "I told you so, I told you so." You know, and in reality, it's just gonna be the Wyckoff accumulation schematic, which is built to get people bearish before the breakout. You know, this is literally built. This right here is built to get people bearish before the breakout. So we'll see. A lot of it remains. I'm not going to talk about too much this morning because we're looking for some volatility this morning and we ain't getting any yet. Stupid. All right, Bitcoin's over here calling me stupid. The Bitcoin's out here. I'm trying to blow the Viking horn. And there ain't no Vikings out today, guys. By the way, guys, let's back up that like button. Let's get a little like button up for some hopefully some good trading opportunities today. Because other than little scalps on Bitcoin here, you really haven't had too much. You've had to use like 10, 20x leverage to make any money on Bitcoin here after fees. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Let's see. Let's see. When join George's Patreon for videos about BTC gonna go up? Could be. Gonna go up, man. We're gonna go up. Hey, I will say this: George is right. Okay, half the time. All right. So George, he was a moon boy in 2020. So a lot of people like to say, oh, Carl the Moon is bullish or George is bullish, right? But you guys gotta understand, they were bullish in 2020 and 2021 as well in crypto moon to the upside, right? So half the time, the moon boys are right. Half the time, the doom boys are right. You got the doom boys win and the moon boys. It's just constant back and forth. Once again, you zoom out to the weekly time frame, and the moon boys tend to win over time. But hey, we want to ignore that fact. But man, the only thing I'm a little bit worried about is this 4-hour time frame, guys. You got basically the 4-hour red dot and the 4-hour stocks pointing to the downside right now. You know, and that's really the only time frame I'm worried about. Like, you go to the 1-hour time frame, we're bottomed out, about to post the 1-hour green dot. You got the 3-hour. 3 hours actually coming down too. 6 hours a little bit toppy. 8 hours coming up. 12-hour I think looks really. The 12-hour was the most juicy one yesterday. Yeah, the 12-hour looks pretty juicy here. I don't know, man. Medium term frame things looking good. I'm looking for some type of medium term, at least retracement back to the upside at the end of the day. I'm looking for it, man. I'm looking for it. I'm begging for it. Right now, we're kind of dealing with this little range. Bitcoin kind of just bouncing up and back and forth in this little range here. I know we were calling this a bear flag, guys. Could you actually make this as some type of, you know, ascending triangle, right? So all your pattern guys out there, right? I know I've been looking at this as a bear flag, right? Up, down, but then you kind of stopped right here. Could you look at this as some type of, you know, flat top, right? An upward sloping trend line like this. Not that it really matters. I mean, a pattern's going to break up or down either way anyway. You know what I mean? But have we been looking at this wrong the whole time? Have we been looking at this wrong the whole time, my friends? What do you think? Have we been looking at this wrong as a bear flag? I think ETH maybe looks a little bit more like a bear flag. I mean, you could argue the same thing on ETH. If you go to the 1-hour time frame, ETH kind of has, yeah, I mean, see, maybe we're looking at this wrong, man. Could we actually be looking at something like this? And it's a little bit more clear on Ethereum. Could we have been looking at something like this, where we're kind of making some flat tops, right? Other than the wicks, you know the wicks, right? You wick up, but we're making higher lows coming in. Could you be looking at something like this? Like I said, this could easily break to the downside too. Not like it really matters what kind of pattern it is, but ascending triangle is a little bit more bullish than a. Oh, what is this? What's going on with the camera, man? Oh no, the camera's hot. How is the camera hot? I just turned this shit on. What the hell? Come back on, baby. Come back on, baby. Come back on. Hey, there you are. There you are. I was like, why is the camera going hot? I just turned this on 30 minutes ago. It's not hot out today. It's super cold over here in New York. Shit. But could you look at ETH as some sort of ascending triangle here that gets you back up to the upside a little bit? We'll see. We'll see. Straight to 30K, F the Bears. Straight to 30K, F the Bears. Let's go, man. What's going on with this camera, bro? The camera wants to be hot today, bro. It says, allow camera temperature to cool down. Allow camera temperature to cool down. Here we go. Here we go, man. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking get busy. What's stock market futures doing today? What's stock market futures doing today, guys? Futures are green, nothing crazy. So basically, you got Bitcoin that's up. You got after hours. You got S&P futures that are up after hours, and you got DXY up after hours. Place your bets on today, bro. So you know, the S&P didn't quite get to that local golden pocket here, and you are coming up on the futures. But once again, I mean, the S&P. This is really the test, right? Downward sloping trend line, 200 EMA coming up, approaching the local golden pocket here. That should be a big resistance around like 4,100 on the S&P. We'll see you can break back above that today. But futures are green, which is really, really good. And then you got the Dixie, the little old Dixie, which is also up after hours. And you know, it could just be a little retracement up here, but you know, I'm looking at the DXY as breaking trend. Obviously, this could just shoot up, bro, and say, screw you, Jordan, you're so freaking stupid. And this shoots up and breaks this trend line, right? But you know, I'm looking at this as a break of trend, right? A retest, continuation down. This could just be a little bit of a move up before another move down. But man, place your bets on what's going to happen today with Powell. These news events, you're going to see volatility in the short term. And And it's one of those things I like to really wait till after to like kind of make my decision on what the price is going to do, because you're going to see spikes up, spikes down, craziness happening on the charts when Powell is coming in and speaking, bro. Put a little USB fan in your desk to blow cool air on it. Thank you, Wayne. I might do that, bro. I might do that, Wayne. You know, Wayne always knows the best technologies to make the stream better, man. You know, he always does. He knows how to make the best technologies in the damn game. Hands down. Hands down, he knows. Let's see. What else do we got, guys? What else do we got cooking, man? I can't wait for this next few weeks till we get through some of these news things, guys. CPI, FOMC, Powell speaking, all this stuff that's happening by really the 24th. And my kind of take is this: you got all these things coming up before this yellow line. Could you just see chop suey and nothing happening until this yellow line? Like I said, we got CPI, FOMC, and if you did something like this, right? Right now everyone's expecting 50 basis points, right? Everyone's expecting CPI to be bad. What if you do something like this, right? Where everyone's expecting bad things, you get a good CPI, right? So then people wait and say, okay, let's see what they do at the FOMC meeting the week after, and then they do 25 basis points. Everyone's now expecting 50. And the market's like, okay, shit, inflation looks like it's coming down, right? They did 25, looks like they're not going to go to 50, and then the market rips because of that. This general thought process, and you could still go lower, right? I mean, let's be honest, like you could do this too, right? But this general thought process is what I'm looking for over the course of the next few weeks, and it could be a little boring chop in the meantime, but I do think my take is a lot of people are going to be on the wrong side of this, like usual, right? Just like everyone was bullish at the highs, Moon Boys, we're going to 100K tomorrow, right?
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
Every altcoin going up 50, 60, 70%, right? Every meme coin to the moon. Nothing can stop us now. Everything's golden, right? And then on the downside here, you got recession, inflation, war, every narrative you could think of here. Every exchange going down, Binance going under, Coinbase is apparently going to go under soon. All the FUD in this general range. Think of all the FUD that happened in this range, guys, and Bitcoin's still sitting at the top of the range. Think about this for a second. You had FTX, you had DCG, you had Genesis, you had Binance FUD. You've had a war going on this whole time. You've had inflation. You've had rate hikes. Yet Bitcoin's still just kind of chilling in this range. And that's why I think, whatever this next dip is, max bearishness will ensue. And that's the golden ticket for me, man. That's the golden ticket for me. And I'm getting hyped up right now. Let's see. That's who we got. Depends on the next high as to which pattern it is. Very, very true. Very, very true. Rate addicts, I don't even want to make money. I just want to see the bears in pain so we control them. No, man, I want to see everyone win, right? I want to see everyone win. So if I had it in my own way, I like to see everyone win. Everyone doesn't win, but what would be the best opportunity is, okay, bulls accumulate, okay? We get a little pump, bears short, right? They take profits, right? Bulls accumulate again, and just the rinse and repeat. The market doesn't work like that. For every winner, there has to be a loser. And for every loser, there has to be a winner. The market doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. All right, right now, guys, 22,393. Let's zoom in a little bit on Bitcoin here. We're kind of just holding these lows. Not really much going on. At this point, you tested the low. I think it's probably likely you come up and test this 22.6 level again if the pattern's gonna assume where we take it here, came up to the top, right? We come back down, take it to the top, come back down, take it to the top, come back down, take it to the top. We have about another hour of this bad boy in this damn zone. I'm getting hyped up for it. I think we're all getting hyped up for it, man. What's Bitcoin dominance doing? Bitcoin dominance can sometimes give you a clue. Bitcoin dominance looks like, it keeps flirting with this breakout, guys. And I think this zone right here is going to tell us a lot on what's going to happen next. Is Bitcoin dominance going to break to the upside? If Bitcoin dominance breaks to the upside, you got to think that means that Bitcoin's going to outpace altcoins, obviously. And to me, that would tell you that the market would probably not looking too good, right? Same thing to the downside. If this breaks to the downside in this zone, you got to think altcoins are going to outpace Bitcoin, and the market is probably going to be looking pretty juicy, right? So you're kind of back up to the highs, but you've been kind of going up and down since the middle of February, and you should see some type of move on this. Funny enough, by around the March 14th, March 15th, which is the CPI coming up next week, which is funny enough. So something's going to give here on Bitcoin dominance. We'll see what happens. If you do get a move up, man, you could shoot up all the way back to the top of this big rising wedge, which would probably be a pretty big move for Bitcoin against altcoins, man. If this breaks to the downside, might be time for some heavy alt season. But if I had to guess, I actually think it breaks to the upside. If I had to guess, I know that's not fun. We want altcoin season now, but I think Bitcoin dominance squeezes one more time to the upside. On this bad boy. One more time, right? We sort of go, da-da-da-da-da, Bitcoin dominance has its last hurrah, and then eventually we come down like this. So, let's see. 22,381. Let's see. Who we got in here this morning, guys? Who we got in here this morning? Let me know if you're in here. Let me know if you're in here, man. Alts will bleed, said Tenant Dan Daigle. Yes, alts will bleed against Bitcoin if dominance moves up, which honestly I think makes the most sense right now, right? To be honest. Let's see. So we still got Bitcoin just chilling, guys. Not a lot of price action happening this morning. Futures are still moving up, and dollar is still moving up, and Bitcoin is still, I guess, flat, I guess. So that's been the story of the last couple weeks. Bitcoin flat, S&P generally up, and dollar generally up. Any alts or anything? You got Floki coming up a little bit, Maddox getting a little bit of move up, but really alts are just kind of still bleeding, man. And this is what I expect going forward. Okay, altcoins come up a little bit, but if Bitcoin's going to continue to look uncertain and look a little bit sketch, you're going to see altcoins generally bleed against BTC, right? You got most alts are down, 2, 3, 4, 5% today, while Bitcoin's flat. It's the Bitcoin dominance bleed. You know what I mean? So once again, let's wait for Bitcoin to find a direction, and then we can start playing altcoins. Because right now, like I said, it's kind of, you look where Bitcoin is. It's trying to choose a direction right now. A lot of indecision in the market, right? We've been talking about the fear and greed index being at a 50. Literally a 50 at the fear and greed index, bro. People don't have any idea what's going on next, right? We did a poll last night on the stream. YouTube is always bullish. Last night, 57% of people think that Bitcoin's going to hit 21K before it hits 24K. Think about that for a second. 57% of people think it's going to hit 21K before 24K, when YouTube is always bullish. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? I will say that usually a lot of the time the majority is wrong. Okay, not always. Not always, but that is a very high percentage, especially for YouTube, which has a very bullish bias a lot of the times. We are moon boys over here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We are definitely moon boys. And like I said, we're all in it for the tech. We're all in it for the technology, guys, right? Say it after me. We're in it for the tech. So we don't care if it goes up or down. We just want to see crypto succeed. We're all in it for the tech, my guys. Let's see. My shorts are printing just very slowly. True, Alan, true. True. If you guys are, we went over it this morning, and not a lot changed. Like, I'm not going to repeat myself 100 times. I can't wait till we actually get some price action. We can say, okay, Bitcoin's getting a move up. Let's look for a short here. Oh, Bitcoin's moving down. Let's look for a long here. It's been a slow grind. A slow freaking grind. And at times like this, I'm really only interested in trading Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys. Ethereum's been a nice, easy coin to trade, really. I mean, Ethereum's been very simple, guys. And this will probably change today, so you might be a little late on this, but, a long, a short, 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 a long. This has been Ethereum's been so clean, like a whistle. Trade in this range, but like I said, to make a, how big is this range? To make any money from this range, you got to be 1% range. You got to at least be using like 5x leverage on here, right? To try to get at least that 5% out of each trade. You know what I mean? It's been pretty brutal, but we were looking at this as a bear flag. I actually kind of look at this as kind of an ascending triangle pattern at the 618 now for Ethereum, and it's kind of that same thing for Ethereum. If we're looking for a short on ETH, I would say, I mean, the move has been sort of this trend line down like this, right? And if we take a little short-term fib like this, so we got this local golden pocket and this downward sloping trend line converging right around like 1630 or so would be where, you know, if ETH goes da, we can look for a short here, right? And try to play it down back to the lows again, and then maybe take another long from here, right? And then try to play it back to the highs. Whoever you want to play this, there's always an opportunity, but I've been waiting for the same damn levels for 4 days now, right? And kind of just, you know, playing these little freaking ranges, bro. That tells us we gonna go. We gonna go. I don't want to go to a freaking stupid Luke Bryan concert. What is this? Like, you guys ever get these random texts like, oh, come to this concert? I don't want to go to the damn concert at Luke Bryan concert. What do you think this is, bro? What do you think this is? Let's see. Zero, what's going on, man? What's happening? Zero? I'm a bear, baby, C. Kennedy. We can all be a bear. We could be a bear. We can be a bull sometimes. I would say right now, guys, I mean, a lot of people are afraid. I think a lot of people sometimes are afraid to say, like, I think right now is kind of uncertain. And I would say right now, I'm going to be honest, like right now is probably a little bit uncertain, man. It's a little bit uncertain. I can see this going both ways depending on, we got multiple catalysts coming up the next few weeks. You know what I mean? Multiple catalysts. I can see in this go both ways. I can see this pumping and I can see this dumping. I think a lot of it depends on, like I said, the CPI, the FOMC over the course of the next like 2 weeks or so. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people try to always know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? And it's okay to not know. It's okay to let the chart play out a little bit. And that's what I'm doing, man. I mean, my bigger plays are a swing long at 21.3 and a more of a swing short up here at around 22.8. In between here is chop, you know, and I'm kind of just waiting for one of these levels to get tagged. You know what I mean? And at the moments, you're not really getting it, and it's okay. It's okay to not know sometimes. You know what I mean? Let's see. Lieutenant Dan Dangle said, "Go McDonald's." It's go McDonald's, man. You can definitely see that McDonald's pattern showing up here, for sure. You guys see the McDonald's pattern too? You got the left, you got the right, and you know we certainly could play this back down to the downside with the old little M French fry pattern at the highs. Let's see. That tells us. Wayne said, keep an eye on the SEC. They're trying to piss on your parade. They always try to piss on every parade. You know what I mean? They always try to piss on every parade that you got every single day of day, man. Every single damn day. Look at this Bitcoin price action, man. It's so low liquidity, bro. It's so low liquidity. Just no one trading this bad boy right now. Or you could say that everyone's trying to trade it and everyone's trying to trade it and no one's buying and selling this shit. You know what I mean? It's that kind of market right now. You could look at the 5-minute time frame, bro, and you'd be bored. You could look at the one. You know when you go to the 1-minute time frame and you look at this and you're bored on the 1 minute, you know there ain't nothing going on. Look at these 1-minute candles, my friends. Is this legit? Look at these 1-minute candles, bro. Look at the last 6 minutes. You've been in a 0.5 range for the last 6 minutes? Is this legit? Holy shit. Have you guys ever seen volume this low? Look at this. 22.3885. 22.388. 22,388.5. 20, look at this, man. 6 minutes of being in a 0.5, a 50-cent candle range for 6 minutes, bro. That is insane. Holy shit. Holy shit. You can look at the 1 minute candles and be bored, bro. You know it's bad when the market's like that. And I said this the other day. Volume was the lowest. And I actually like seeing this, man. Volume was the lowest it has been since November on a weekday, right? So Monday volume was right down here. This was the lowest volume since, you have to go all the way back to Monday, where was it? You have to go all the way back to Monday, the 26th of December to find a lower weekday volume than this. And then before that, you have to go all the way back. Man, you can't even find one that's that low volume, man. That's not on a weekend. Man, you have to go all the way back. Man, you can't even find one, bro. These are all weekends. All weekends. Holy shit. I think you have to go all the way back to freaking, yeah, you have to go all the way back to April of 2022 to find a lower volume day on a weekday than yesterday. April 15, 2022 to find a lower volume non-weekend day. And today looks like it's going to, you probably see a little bit different today because Powell's speaking. But man, you just got no one out there that's doing anything at the damn moment, man. Holy guacamole. That's the, I trade them 1 minute all the time. Yeah, shit, man. See, the thing about the 1 minute, man, you can trade the short-term time frames for sure. It's just, it's kind of ominous, at this point in time, I like the bigger swing trades. You can certainly play this range, and I've taken a few trades in this range, right, just to kind of play down to up. But I'm really waiting for that like bigger swing from 22.8 or 21.3. I'm kind of waiting in here. You know what I mean? You can certainly play the short-term time frames here. It's just if I'm gonna play the short-term time frames, I like to at least keep it to the 5 or 15 minute. 1 minute. You're certainly getting there. You're certainly getting there with that. But like, hey, in theory, any time frame you can trade. You know what I mean? Like look at this. Like this 1 minute time frame. Nothing's been going on here. That's absolutely craziness. But dude, if you take, let me just take a little bit of fib here. Let me see if any of these play out. Let's see. Yeah, like in theory, you're not going to really make anything unless you're doing like 30x leverage or 40x leverage. But man, yeah, I mean, this is chop, bro. Normally you could play it, but that price action is just chop suey, bro. The previous bear markets have such awful price action. Oh yes, yes they did. This is actually a pretty volatile time. You know what I mean? Because think about it. Okay, you've been going sideways for 5 days, but you've had swings of 17%, 12%. Back up, freaking over here. You've been going back up. Oh, come on, man. What is this? You've had the price swings, 17%. So it's one of the things. Let's see. Morning, it's 5:55 here. What's going on, Judge Bibles? Haven't seen no volatility yet. You might not be for an hour. I think the markets are kind of baking in. What's if Powell's even going to say anything new? DXY shooting up before the Powell speech. Is that good? Is that good thing? I would say it's interesting, right? Most people would say, okay, it's moving up before the speech. Do you have insiders that know something? Or is it moving up before the speech because people are trying to build their shorts up here to bring DXY down? You never really know. I guess it all depends on what your bias is on that. It all depends on what your bias is on that. Man. Let's see. When 30K sip of heat? Dude, it could be a while. I'd say buckle up. And I've said this consistently, guys. My take is I don't care about time in 2023. Time is irrelevant, right? So I have trading and then I have investing. for my investing, which I'm excited for, by the way, I don't really care about time at this. I don't really care about price at this point. Like this is the range, and whether it takes one, whether we pump tomorrow or we pump 3 months from now, I'm feeling pretty confident down here, man. I'm feeling pretty confident that this is the range lows, right? And this is a bigger Wyckoff accumulation schematic that gets everyone bearish at these same points every time. Just the opposite of what you saw at the early 2021 highs. But you could see this long drawn out period right here, bro, which would be super, super boring, super, super low liquidity, would get everyone to stop trading because it would basically be a chop fest. It would basically wipe out all retail traders, right? Because everyone would be super, super bored. One, it would be hitting everyone's stop losses. It would get everyone to give up trading. It would get all retail super, super bored with crypto, right? When they, honestly, like, should be looking at, we're a year and 6 months into the bear market. If we keep going sideways, we're gonna get less than a year to the halving, which we know that every halving gets front run, bro. Every halving gets front run. If you wanna play that this time is different game, by all means, play the this time is different game. Go. A lot of people tried to do that last time, and it didn't work out for them, right? This time, Bitcoin will never break above 20K again. How'd that work out? But if it does something like this period could be super freaking boring, man. We could both be here, and that's why I'm open to any scenario. I'm open for that grind and slow movement down / sideways, and I'm also open for, a little bit smaller of a consolidation before that move up. But that's kind of what I'm looking at, man. I mean, it's almost the exact same price action as this one, though. We need some bullish catalyst, man. I do think that could be the CPI, next CPI, and the next FOMC. Let's see. I'm already super, super bored with crypto. John, you could be bored, man. But listen, think about it. You're bored. Imagine someone who's not passionate. Imagine someone who hasn't been in crypto for the last, imagine someone new coming to the market that's got in crypto in the last 2 months, right? They saw the January pump. They go, man, this is the next bull market. I'm getting in crypto. Imagine how bored they're getting right now. And you've been in the market for, over 2 years now, right? You would think that if you're bored, imagine what the average Joe is feeling right now. You know what I mean? And yeah. I know the market's boring when I get bored. I'm actually not that bored right now. I'm not bored at the moment. Why? Because I'm actually excited for what's to come. So I'm actually not that bored. The most bored I was, I think, was right in this range. The most bored I was in this bear market, I think, was right here. Was this range right here. That range was super, super boring. This range was boring, and you guys remember all the way back up here. I think it was which range was what was the other range that was super, super boring? I think it was like this. I think it was like down. Where was that? There was 2 times where I was like bored as hell. But I remember this time was super, super boring, and obviously down here was super, super boring. But I was pretty confident that we're gonna move up from that point. So I guess it wasn't really that boring because I was pretty pumped up too. Here it was kind of like just give me some price action, But yeah, man. I we've been going sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4 days. I'm actually not that bored right now. But at the same time, the price action is certainly boring in the short-term time frames. It certainly is. It certainly is. Look at the 4-hour time frame, guys. I mean, this is some brutal price action. But I will say, man, I'm trying to look at this from I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens from this point. Crypto's not bored with me. I hit my stop losses. Oh, Pratish. We can't hit your stop losses, my bro. Last year, that sideways action was brutal. I think we forget how boring that time frame was, dude. This month will be anything but boring. You think so, Mike? I think, yeah. I actually think this month is going to be kind of boring. in the sense that it might not be boring as far as events like this. We just got so many news events coming up, but I think we could see something like that, and we just kind of do something like this, you know. But excuse me, guys. Holy shit! All right, we're getting a little bit moved back down to support. Let's zoom in a little bit. We're getting a little bit of action coming back down to this upward sloping support line. Let's see if we can get this to hold. If this does break, once again, if we're looking for 22,140, can we get a little price action? We're actually starting to see some action. This is crazy, man. We got a half hour till stock market open, and we got about 1 hour until Powell speaks. If this breaks, we're looking for down here at 22,140, which is the local golden pocket zone on this little dump. I don't know if we're going to get it here because we've had really, really bad luck with price action, but shit, we're going to go for it anyways. Futures, yeah, stock market futures are slightly up. You got the NASDAQ up 0.25% and the S&P up about 0.14% on the futures, but you also got the DXY shooting up. Like I said, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing before the speech. I said earlier, it depends on your bias. If you're a bull, you'll probably say, it's good, man. We want to pump before the speech. If you're a bear, you're probably going to say, is it insiders that know what's going to come? And that's why the DXY is shooting up. Good luck. Good luck trying to predict which one it is. But yeah, I mean, kind of an indecisive time here for the market there. But let's see. BTC, I don't know if we're going to get any type of major price action here. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. We're getting some price action, bro. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, the post-merge range sucked. Oh yeah, bro. So like ETH made like this the whole market pretty much come up during the merge. And then yeah, after that range, it was just like boring price action. It was freaking miserable, bro. It was miserable. Come on, man. Give me something, bro. You gonna come back down to the support? Or you gonna sit? It's gonna sit there. It's gonna sit there until the price action, ain't it? Ain't it gonna sit there? Ain't this shit gonna sit here, guys? If you guys are new to the stream, by the way, make sure you guys are subscribing. It's a little bit boring price action, but going forward, whenever the market gets a little volatile again, I want to make the morning streams more about like short-term price action, right? Looking for trading, levels, short levels, long levels, and stuff like that. And then I want the night stream to be more about, okay, let's zoom out, let's look at the higher term time frames and see kind of where we're at in the general trend. That's my thought process. Though in the morning time frames lately, it's been hard to sort of look for stuff because the market doesn't tend to move in the morning lately. So that's my vision for the morning stream. So if you're new in here, subscribe. It is members only chat in the morning. So we can kind of look at everything everyone wants to look at. If there's anything you guys want to look at, let me know in the chat, by the way. Let's see. Misery loves company. It does. Guys, let me know. Anything you want to look at, let me know. Big Rich said USDT dominance is pumping. Let's see. USDT dominance. Let's see. Yeah, that is coming up. Let me look at the 1 day on this bad boy. The little 1 day. USDT dominance is for sure getting a little bit of a move to the upside here. You kind of got a nice little W formation on this bad boy. This one kind of does look a little bullish to me at the moment. You're still below this resistance, but man, this does look a little bit bullish to me at the moment, guys. USDT dominance. I will say like that overall the whole trend looks bearish to me, right? Because you did break this overall trend like this, right? I guess. Where did I take this from? I forget where I took it from last time. But you broke the overall trend to the upside on USDT dominance. So, I mean, are you going to see a move up and retest? That could mean Bitcoin's looking a little shady in the short term, right? If this breaks up, is that going to make Bitcoin look a little bit shady? Certainly could. Let's go to like the 4 hour here. You got bearish divs, man. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this, right? Because you're at resistance. It looks like it wants to pump. And if we know if tether dominance pumps, Bitcoin gonna go down, right? That means people are moving from, generally speaking, means people are moving their crypto to stable coins. Could just mean people, moving cash to stable coins too. But You are getting a little bearish div coming in here. You got some higher highs, you got some lower highs coming in. I don't know how that will last. If this does pump up higher, you can certainly nullify this by making a new higher low. But let's see how this plays out today. This would technically be your bearish div at resistance. I just think that right now, you know, I think you got to be a little bit careful with that though. Yeah, this does have bearish div, but it kind of looks bullish though, because it all it has to do is pump up a little bit higher here. If this pumps up a little bit higher and breaks this little local high here, that nullifies this bearish div. So this does look like a big W formation before a move up, which, you know, could that mean Bitcoin is getting ready for a little bit of a dumperoo? We'll obviously see. We'll obviously see. We'll definitely obviously see on Tether, little old dominance here. You guys want Gala? Gala. Gala seems to be the hot ticket at the moment. Let's see Gala. Gala. Where's Gala? Where's Gala? Gala? Oh, there you are. Gala. So Gala had a good pump up yesterday. I sort of said this yesterday though. Like, it looked like just a bearish retest to me, you know. And Gala's been doing the same thing over and over again. It's just, you know, you dump, you come back and test the previous lows, right? You dump, you come back and test the previous lows. You know, you dump, you come back and test the previous lows. It's kind of like just a little stair step down, and it looks like you came back up, you got little tweezer tops on there in the 4-hour time frame, and you're looking to dump. So now you'll be looking for, okay, if you're feeling bullish on Gala, we take a little you know, short-term fib, and this is where I look for some type of entry right here at like 3.6 cents. If you believe Bitcoin's going to bounce today. If you're bearish on Bitcoin, man, you probably don't want to touch this at the moment, because as you know, altcoins will dump significantly harder than Bitcoin if it does dump. You know, Gala next target, like if we're looking to accumulate some Gala and we think Bitcoin's going to go lower, if you do, this 786, it seems pretty far down, but it's like really not, you know. This 786 at like 2.6 cents, 30% drop. That's pretty big, man. That's a pretty big drop. You know, is where I'd be looking at. Though you're still holding the golden pocket here, you know. So as long as you hold like 3.2 cents, it's all good in the hood, I'd say. But man, that's kind of how I'd play that one, man. If you think Bitcoin's going to bounce today, you can play the higher low. Whoop, play the higher low, bounce back up. If you think Bitcoin's going to dump, you play it all the way back down to the golden pocket. Then you look for some type of bullish divergence like this, right? Where you look for lower lows and you look for higher lows on Gala, and you sort of play it like that. But at the moment, getting a little bit of a pullback on little old Gala. Little old Gala. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin got another bounce off this trend line, man. it keeps bouncing off this trend line, man. I mean, it's really been long. Play it back up to 22.6. Short. Play it back down to this trend line. Long. Short. Long. Short. Long. Short. Over and over and over again. Over and over and over again, bro. Everything is sketch. Yeah, man. Altcoins, like I said, altcoins will bleed until Bitcoin has some confidence, man. So just be okay with that. Altcoins will bleed until Bitcoin gets some confidence. But, man, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Anything else we want to look at, guys? It doesn't have to be an altcoin. If you guys got some cool chart for me to look at, or you guys got some like interesting setup on Bitcoin, or you guys got a region you want to look at with Bitcoin, or some indicator you want to look at with Bitcoin, let me know in the chat, man. I'll certainly take a look at whatever that you guys want me to look at. I'll definitely take a look at whatever. I'm going to save like bigger term time frames for later. So we'll save the weekly charts and stuff like that till later, and all that jazz, all that fun little jazz. Let's see. Have to replace guts in your toilets. Rake Addict said Jordan made me FOMO into Gala some time ago. No, man, dude. Do I have to put a disclaimer up? God damn. If I play the pump song for a coin, guys, that is for the people that are already bought lower, okay, and are celebrating the win. All right. If I play the pump song, most likely it's already too late. You should probably look for a short if I play the pump song. Or if you're in it, you should probably take some profits up by the plump song, right? I feel like I don't need to put that disclaimer, but maybe maybe I do. Maybe I do need that disclaimer here, man. And I probably will. Like when the market still really starts pumping, when I play the pump song, I'm gonna put a disclaimer on the top. This does not mean buy. If anything, this means take profits, right? It's the best short signal in the game, man. The best short signal in the game. Right? Thanks, Ray Gaddix. Let's see. XCAD's pumping. Let's check XCAD. XCAD's getting a little pump. XCAD's getting a little pump. Oh, man. This thing's getting a little pullback. It's getting a little pullback. Why are we pulling back? Why are we pulling back on this bad boy? 270, 195. Let's see. Did you come back down to the 0.5 retracement on this bad boy? No, actually, you didn't yet. Okay. Pull back on XCAD. So it's an interesting area to get a pullback from. I would say it's a very interesting area. You basically broke this little previous lows and now you're dumping. It looks like this one would make a ton of sense of back testing right here, right? Just look at that clean area, right? You got support, you got resistance, This one looks so clean. If this one just came and back tested here, right? Just kind of came down, back tested this 145 area. That would be such a clean back test, and this would be probably a pretty good entry for like a bigger swing position, at least back to test the highs again. Just because then you're looking at a big reclaim, right? You're looking at basically these lows. This was a big deviation, right? And you come back and back test that same level here, hold it, look for that move back to the upside. But that's such a clean level right there. I would love that. Love that. Will you get it? Who knows? But if you, like I said, this is another one. If you got in on this at the lows, you saw a 40% move to the upside. Well, Bitcoin's kind of singing in an interesting range. Definitely a take profit zone, right? 40% move in the last 3 days. But yeah, man, I look for a little retrace on this because you basically got this big consolidation. Call it what you want. If you want to call this, cup and handle. It's a little bit sketch or the cup and handle, but there's just basically big consolidation range that you back test the highs, right? And you look for the continuation back up. Very simple, man. It's a pretty simple chart. And it's actually a pretty nice one, actually. But overall, looks like you got this trend line that you're kind of battling with at the moment, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. That makes sense for a small pullback here. Just to do something like this. Donk, and then hopefully donk, right? And that breakout there. But yeah, it's actually a really nice chart. I actually really like this one. Nice, clean looking, beautiful chart, actually. Big ass falling wedge. Man, this one looks pretty dope. This is a big ass falling wedge. Doesn't mean it can't come lower, right? You could extend this lower. It could still come lower, but a big rise to falling wedge in the bigger term time frames. That looks pretty juicy. Lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs. Look for the breakout in that eventually. Woo! Man. That would be pretty damn juicy. Pretty damn juicy. Let's see. Yeah, when Bitcoin pumps 10%, those juicy alts pump 120%. Facts. It's both ways, right? When Bitcoin dumps, alts dump harder, right? When Bitcoin pumps, alts pump harder. Usually. Not all of them. That's why you got to find the good ones. All right, guys. We got 15 minutes until market open here. Let's just check the futures one more time. Futures are coming down a little bit, actually. And the DXY is shooting up like a bazooka here. Up 0.32% on the day. So, and Bitcoin's kind of sitting right at the support on this upward sloping trend line here. So, you got some interesting times here across the board, guys. Interesting times here across the board. No volatility yet, and the market awaits little old pal to see what he wants to say. But like you said, you got DXY shooting up. Futures actually coming down now, and Bitcoin coming down as well. Oh, Bitcoin's breaking support, guys. Here we go. Bitcoin actually breaking support. And we got some price action this morning. Or will this be a wick? Let's see. Let's see what we get here, guys.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Will we get some price action this morning? Will we come to this golden pocket, 22,150, or will there just be a little bit of a fake out wick? Let's see. Would not be surprised. Based off the price action we've had, I would not be surprised if this is a little fake out here. Yep, there we go. Right back above the trend line. That was quick. I got too overzealous. I was like, man, we got some price action this morning, man. This is great. This is great. You get a little bit of a wick down, you wick right back up above it. Can't make that shit up, man. Can't make that shit up, bro. You know? Holy guacamole. It was fun while it lasted, guys. It was fun while it lasted. The DXY is angry. Oh, it's angry as hell, man. It's coming out with a vengeance. I guess we need to play the DXY dump song today. DXY done it dumb. We gotta play the good juju before we go here. DXY, done it dumb. Come on, Dollar. Yeah, Dollar's shooting up with a vengeance this morning, guys. Holy lordy. It's coming up like a big old Sasquatch. Bitcoin bounced off that level again, like a big old Sasquatch as well. This is the most exciting price action we've had in 3 days, for Bitcoin at least. Let's see what we got. All right, yeah, Bitcoin with a little bit of a wick below here. Now let's see if this can actually try to make its way back to the upside with a little bit of vengeance, if you know what I mean. Upward sloping trend line, upward sloping trend line. Facts, real estate Santa. You know what it is. You know what it is, bro.
Upper sloping trend line. Upper sloping trend line.
You gotta love the upward sloping trend line, man. It's all you got. It's all you got sometimes is the upward sloping trend line. All right, so we just came down and we actually took out that low. Let me see if you have a. You actually got some bullish divergence on the 5-minute here. You got some lows. So you just broke that low. You made a lower low. And then you got a higher low coming in on market cipher here. So you got a little bit of bullish divergence on the 5-minute time frame. Will that be enough to actually push you to the upside? And no DXY is pumping right now. The DXY pumping is a little bit interesting this morning. Before we had Powell speak this morning, I know futures are coming down, but Bitcoin has a little bit of 5-minute divergence at support. Once again, I mean, this has been the level to take along from since Friday, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times, right? Let's see if it plays out again. I mean, that's been the zone. That's been the little old zone. So we'll see if we get any juice back up to the upside here. Here's $5 for a coffee or something. 0 UDK. You're the absolute stud, man. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Strap up. We're going to
Thanks
the
for coming in
moon.
and hanging out, bro. Upward slope of trend line, upward slope of trend line. All right, we find a little resistance again here. Finding a little bit of resistance again on the corn. A little bit of corn. We got 10 minutes until market open. You're probably gonna see a little bit of volatility coming in. A little bit of volatility coming in on the market here. Real estate Santa, appreciate the super chat too, man. You guys are absolute studs, and thanks for coming in and hanging out. Everyone who's watching the stream, thanks for coming in and hanging out. Let's smack up that like button, guys. We got 188 likes. We got about 600 peeps in the morning stream. I'm bullish on the 600 peeps in the morning stream. Let's get it. Even when there's boring price action, let's go, man. Can we get the 250 likes this morning, guys? Let's get it. Let's get it. If you're new to the stream, make sure you guys press that subscribe button, by the way. We just hit 71K subs, which is pretty cool. A little bit of bullish dip, but it looks like it's kind of struggling a little bit here. It's definitely looking like it's struggling a little bit with this. Dollar, as we know, guys, dollar is shooting up and the S&P is coming down.
For a coffee or something.
Let's go to ETH, see what ETH is doing. Let's zoom in a little bit on ETH. ETH wicked below that support as well, but like we said, man, we can always adjust the support line if you know what I'm saying, man. But it looks like he bounced off support too on Ethereum. So We can still got this upward sloping trend line, horizontal resistance, you know, some type of ascending triangle playing out here on Ethereum. Could dump or could pump. You know, I'm not a big, you know, I always say I'm not a big pattern guy that could break out to the upside or downside. Has a higher chance to break to the upside, though. I will say on that bad boy. So now we kind of wait. Bitcoin at FC just chilling. Just chilling like a villain. Maybe they know the next bear market Canadians are going to need. That's so messed up, man. That's so messed up, bro. It's so messed up. That's so messed up, bro. Canadians don't need drugs, all right? Even though they legalized drugs in Canada, which is cocaine in Canada, which is the most crazy thing in my opinion. Holy shit. All right, so we're going to see if this bullish div plays out, guys. At least on the short-term time frames. I don't know how much you're going to get with this. 5-minute green dot's about to print. But man, a lot of things going on in the markets, man. The DXY shooting up like this is a little bit interesting. It's a little bit sketch with the DXY shooting up like this on after hours before the market opens. You could argue that it's a good thing. You want to see the DXY shoot up before market open because that's setting up the move for later. You can say you can make any argument with that, but we're kind of waiting and seeing. If this does play out, you gotta think that another move up to this $22,600 zone would be where we look at, just from a simple standpoint. As every single time you come back down to the support, you've made your way back up to this 22.6 level in the short term. So it's kind of what we're waiting for right now, guys. It's some type of damn move here. Some type of damn move. Let's see. Canada has all... No, Fahid. It doesn't have that. What do you guys think? Let's do a quick poll. By the way. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, too. All my members, let me know what you guys think in the chat. Does Bitcoin have a green or red day today? Let's say in the chat. Does Bitcoin have a green or red day today? Put it in the chat. Also, answer this poll, guys. Let me know what you think. What does Bitcoin do today? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. We're waiting on to see if this bullish divergence plays out for Bitcoin. It's on the 5-minute time frame. You know, it's really all we got. 15-minute. You can make a case for the 15-minute too. I would start with the 5-minute though, because if the 5-minute gets a move up, it would bleed into the 15-minute. Obviously, if you're just coming in now, we are watching this this sort of, you know, whatever you want to call this, man, sideways consolidation. You're sitting right at support right now. As the market's about to open in 6 minutes, we're about to get some interesting price action here in about 6 minutes. Something tells me some price action will ensue. You got the DXY shooting up. You got futures coming down. You got everything going absolutely crazy right now, except Bitcoin, which has been the case the last 4 days, man. You know, Stumbledore said, wife pissed about so many super chats on bank statement. Oh, come on. You know what? Tell your wife that she is stupid. Just kidding. Don't tell her that. You're probably going to get destroyed if you tell your wife that, man.
Wife pissed about so many scratched on bank
You're
statement.
really about to get smacked if you tell your wife that she's stupid. Don't do that. Tell her it's for a good cause, man. Tell her that, all right, listen, you watch me every single day, all right? You know? So tell her that, listen, I really enjoy watching this guy, right? So I don't mind sending him, you know, a couple super chats. It is what it is, right? Think about it this way. How much money does she spend on makeup? You know what I mean? How much money does she spend on, you know, I don't know, Netflix watching her favorite show? You know what I mean? And spend it back. You know what I mean? I always like to say, what kind of money you spend on stupid stuff, right? That's what I would say. But I also have a big mouth, so take it or leave it. Take it or leave it, man. You either take my big mouth or you don't take it. You know what I mean? Take it or leave it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. How much money should you spend on hair, nails, you know, all this fun shit. Let's see. So Bitcoin. We're still kind of waiting to see if this plays out. You're getting a little bit of a dumperoo though. Doesn't seem like you really got much strength here for BTC. Could just be coming down, back down again to take this wick before coming back up. Well, you got a major support here, man. And just be careful today, guys. If you are looking for some type of trades, we know that Powell is speaking. So Make sure, one, you got stop losses on any trade you have. Number two, make sure that you're okay with getting wicked out, because we know on days like this, you're like in 30 minutes, you're gonna see dumps, you're gonna see pumps, you're gonna see crazy shit going on. You're probably gonna see longs get taken out, shorts get taken out, right? So just make sure you're okay with the getting stopped out, and obviously using stop losses in case the market starts really trending in one direction here. So right now, like it's pretty tame. It's pretty tame for the market open here. We got 4 minutes left to go. Doesn't seem like much is really going on at the current moments. Holding support. Ethereum also holding support today. And we're kind of just moseying our way around the whole crypto verse here. Altcoins bleeding out today. Not surprised. If Bitcoin's kind of struggling or Bitcoin's looking a little shady, you're going to see the altcoins continue to bleed, man. 3, 4, 5, 6% on altcoins down today, even though Bitcoin is pretty much flat. So expect that to continue as long as Bitcoin looks a little shady. 22,343. Come on, Corn. Come on, Corn. Play this out to the upside. Let's go, baby. Too many glasses of sour milk. Too many glasses. Jordan also obviously isn't married. No. Loads by true. Let's see what we got. You try to get the man. You don't listen to my advice, man. I guess you're in trouble. What time is Pal talking? Pal is talking in 30 minutes, my man. 30 minutes. Pal is talking in 30 freaking minutes. So we're trying to watch some volatility. It should be a little interesting this morning, guys, because we got market open and Powell speaking right around the same time, which is obviously setting up for a little bit of a crazy situation this morning. Yeah, right here. We got Fed Child testifies to the Senate at 10 a.m. He actually does tomorrow, too. Not sure what he's going to talk about, right? I don't know if it's going to actually be about what we think it's going to be about, or he's just going to talk about random nonsense like that. Remember that one time everyone was thinking about, okay, what's Powell going to start talking about? And he just started talking about things that weren't even about the economy, right? I don't know if it's like that, but obviously we shall see. If anyone's more missing the stream right now, like I said, 4 hours just kind of sitting here. I will continue to say, I think, I'll talk more about this tonight, but I still think that the daily, the 2-day, 3-day time frames all look pretty juicy. We just need to see how these short-term price actions play out. I can certainly see, I'm always never afraid to say that, guys, I'm really, this is an interesting time. I would say this is a time where I could see it going both ways. I could see it dump back down to 21.3, and I can also see a move back to the upside at this point, as the 4 hour looks a little bearish, right? 4 hour, you can argue, is in a little bear flag, looking to go to bring 21.3. A lot of confluence there, right? 786 Fibonacci, you got the previous low, you got previous high at 21.3. But at the same point, you also have the daily time frame that looks pretty bullish to me, right? You're at support, you're above the 200-day moving average. You got stock RSI bottomed out, you got the daily green dot that should be printing in the next 2 days, as long as you keep going sideways. Really confusing time right now, guys. I think it's okay to say that you're not 100% sure in the immediate short-term direction. I think that's okay to sort of say. And sometimes I think a lot of people don't like to say that. I keep saying that same damn thing, man. Let's see. Zeros in Milton, Mass. Milton. Milton was pretty close to where I used to be, man. Milton was very close to where we used to be. We got 231 likes. We got 600 peeps in here. Let's get it. If we get the 300 likes right now, we're probably going to shoot this up to like 800 peeps in this bitch. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. We're here for the market open. So far, we're seeing futures kind of just chill out. DXY is still shooting up to the upside, man. So let's get it. Let's freaking get busy, man. Stupid. Let's get busy today. I'm ready for today's price action, bro. I don't know about you guys, but I really think today is going to be super awesome. Hopefully, Powell can give us some hopium. That'd be super nice. I don't know if he will. Man. Hopefully, Powell can give us some hopium. Yeah, I told you a few months back, I think we went to middle school together. Seriously? Oh, shit. We went to middle school together, man. I don't think we did. I don't think we did, man. I didn't go to middle school in Milton. I went to middle school pretty far from Milton. All right, Bitcoin's moving down again. Bitcoin's trying to move down again. Let's see if we can get some actually confirmed breakdown, or if this actually wants to just pop right back up like it did last time, just taking out everyone's stop losses. Let's see. Just taking out everyone's stop losses in here. Let's see what we get, man. Let's get a little action here. We're seeing a little action, guys. We're seeing a little action right now. Could we see a little bit of a dump? Oh no. Here comes the dump, my friends. Here comes the dump. All right, we wicked down. We front ran the golden pocket a little bit. Let's see, we're coming back down to that local golden pocket. Here we go. Oh no. Here we go, 22,236. We're approaching that 618. What we get down there, we'll see. Let's see. They might have front run a little bit. So this golden pocket we got right here, guys, is this low to this high. Basically your range here. So they wicked down. Looks like they just took out all the stops, bro. They just took out all the stops. Let's see what we got. So they're bringing it down before the meeting. Interesting. Very interesting here, man. Very interesting. They're taking it out before the meeting. I don't know. This is interesting price action for today, guys. Are they setting a move up to bring it back up? Let's see what they got here, man. Are they setting it up? Was this just a stop run, taking out all the stops all below these lows to bring it back up before the meeting? Very interesting price action here. They front run this golden pocket. If you can get back up in here, we'll see. 15-minute close. Still got 11 minutes till 15-minute close. Rip my portfolio. I'm sure altcoins just got trounced on that little dump. Let's see what they got though. Let's see where they end up. The music is scaring me. That's the whole point, man. You got to get your emotions riled up, man. I'm just kidding. Never trade with emotions, guys. Never trade with emotions. This is the first level of support here. Could be getting a little bounce up there. If that does break, which I'm still not terribly sold, is down at 21,300 is the next level we're looking at for that's where I'm looking for a big, old, juicy, massive little longaroo down here at 21.3. If we do get that little dump today. If this does curl back up and gets a pump, right? Obviously, this 21.6 level has been a beast. It's been so annoying, this whole range. And if we break that, obviously, we got up here in the 22.7 to 22.8 zone right here, which also should be a beast of a resistance if we bounce back up to the upside. So we got our zones, man. We got all our zones, and we're excited for all our zones. So let's see what we got. The intense music, though, it's like a scary movie. Oh, facts. I think we bring the vibes. I think we're gonna bounce back up. Get the good vibes here. We're gonna bounce back up. Let's see if we close. If we can retrace this whole move, that was just a nice stop run, man. Nice little stop run, and we bring it back up. Let's see. 5-minute bullish dip, kind of broken though. You'd say it's still there, but it's kind of broken though. Man, look at that stop run, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. And it didn't even let the 618ers get the entry. it literally wicked. It literally wicked right where that low was. We're looking for 22,155. It wicked $20 above that and sort of got pushed back to the upside. Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. Everyone's got their orders in one level, and it shoots back up right before that level. Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles, my friends. You can't change it, You can't change it. Who got that entry? Let me know. Did anyone get that 22,185 entry to the downside? Let me know in the chat. If you did, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. You killed it there if you got that nice entry. Yeah, it looks like it's retracing that whole move, man. Retracing that whole move. Let's see. DXY still just chilling, and futures are still just chilling. Not a lot of action going on. Not a lot of action going on so far. I think the market's a little bit confused with Powell coming up. Expect some volatility. Damn, this beat is fuego, though. Thanks, Decon. Shout out to Decon, man. The beat is pretty fuego, huh? Should we run it back? That was the Walking Dead music. Let's go, man. Hey, retrace that whole move, bro. Nice. Nice. Yes, it so far it seems like a stop run, but man, you really just missed that golden pocket there. The Jazzbery Contemporary Ditty would make a great ringtone. Hell yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. That tells you something though, maybe. Wick down, but not far enough to pick up the longs. Could. That could tell you something, Rake. That could. It also could mean that, you know, they just front run this, which happens a lot, bro. That happens a lot of the freaking time. So we'll see what you got, man. if I was looking to trade this, like if I wasn't streaming, I probably would have looked for this for an entry. Obviously, I'm streaming, so I'm not really gonna. I don't like to trade on stream, but I would have been pissed right there. I would have been like, "Damn, bro, are you serious? Are you serious, man? You gotta be kidding me, man." I'd be like, "Bro, come on, man. Maybe get another opportunity later on." Dollar's still shooting up like a rocket, man. Still shooting up like a freaking rocket. Let's see if altcoins. Altcoins actually didn't get pushed down a lot, right? A lot of altcoins kind of just where they were before, actually. Just looking at the watch list here, which isn't a good sign. Which is a good sign, actually. Ethereum just seemed to wick below, take out all the stops that were probably below this trend line here. Thinking, oh man, it's a nice ascending triangle. Let's just put my stops right below this upward sloping support line. And we'll wick below, take out the stops, and then push it back to the upside. So let's see what you got. That's pretty much seems what you got there, which is definitely interesting too on little old Ethereum. And now ETH has got a little 15-minute div that's forming here. Interesting enough, right? You got some lower lows, and you got some higher lows coming in on the 15-minute time frame for little old Ethereum. So see if that can give you any juice. A little bit of bull div on the 15-minute on ETH, and you should have it on Bitcoin too. Yeah, Bitcoin slightly, right? Lower lows, higher lows. Slightly. Very, very slightly here. But man, look at the dollar, bro. We need to dump this dollar, bro. We need to dump this dollar today. We need to get the bad juju into the dollar, bro. Let's go. Anderson said futures, it's the open. I always look at the futures, Anderson. So like, if I say futures, I always look at ES futures. I never look at the regular S&P. I always chart on S&P ES, or I chart on the NQ for NASDAQ, which are both future charts. Come on, man. Let's see. Dollar still shooting up, man. 20 minutes until Powell speaks. 20 freaking minutes, bro. This is gonna be interesting on Powell today, man. Let's go. We got 618 peeps in here. 253 likes. Let's get the 300 likes today, guys. Let's get it. 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 I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it today. Let's see, man. Place your bets. I always like to say at these times, place your damn bets. Put it on red. Put it on black. You know, let's play the roulette today. Really, I mean, right here, it's kind of a gamble. This was such a good entry, man. For today, like, because the risk versus reward here, like, was good. Because basically, you could have got in right here, right? And just put your stops below the golden pocket. now you got like such a small risk versus reward trade here. Okay, if it comes back down, you get stopped out. Okay, whatever, right? It is what it is. But now you got like this to the upside. You got risk versus reward on that was beautiful. It's all about risk versus reward when it comes to trading, man. Like, you know, that's why it's like, okay, you might be saying, why the hell would you long right here, bro? If it dumps, it's gonna dump down further. Okay, I mean, if it dumps down further, you just get stopped out for like a 0.5% loss. Okay, it's like, woohoo, 0.5% loss. But the upside is pretty good risk reward there. So that was a good entry, man. The real juicy one I'm looking for is 21.3. I just don't know if we're gonna get there. But if the dollar keeps shooting up like this, we probably will get there, my guys. We probably will get there if the dollar wants to shoot up like this. We got to watch this very, very closely today. Very, very closely today. This is on the 8-hour time frame, so really, you know, I guess, we'll let this play out. Let this play out. This could easily just be a little bit of a retracement before a roll back over when Powell speaks. So I wouldn't get too all up in arms yet. But if Powell starts saying the negative things and this could just keep shooting up, it could be over. It's over, man. It's over. It's over. We'll all be looking at our desks today going. We'll all be looking at each other going like this, right? You'll be watching Bitcoin's price action. You got in a long position. Powell speaks. You get pissed off. You're like, bro, this market's fake. Screw this, bro. Screw this, bro. How many of you guys have been there looking like that guy? Just so pissed off when the market doesn't go your way. We've all been there before. We've all been there before, bro. Let's go. All right. So funny. It's a funny story. I did a 30x and got liquidated instantly last year. Oh yeah? You got liquidated instantly? Oh god. Man. Yeah, see, that's why I don't like to do like 50, 100x leverage, man, because then you really got to be absolutely precise with your entries there. You know, what song is this? This song is "Adrenaline Stole" by Style the Kid. Style the Kid is the song name, guys. Style the Kid. Style the mother chicken kid. All right, so Bitcoin looks like it is trying to come back down again. Dollar is still shooting up, my friends, and S&P futures and NASDAQ are both. NASDAQ's actually still up a little bit, but is coming down, and ES is coming down. So you kind of got a little bit better of a correlation starting here. I'm going to stay on for Powell's speech. We got 17 minutes until Powell's speech. I don't really expect anything huge to come from this. And what I mean by huge is I don't expect the general trend to change because of what happens today, right? Powell's going to say the same thing he always does, right? And everyone gets always hyped up for this. The reason why I like to talk about it is because it's going to cause short-term volatility, right? You're going to see spike up, spike down. But like the general trend, I don't think will really change because of what he says today. It could push you down to a next support or could push you to a next resistance. But I think the general trend will probably just stay in here, right? Powell's going to say he's hiking it to 50 basis points in 2025. I don't know, man. Like, do you really think he's going to say that? Because if he says that, the Fed's going to lose all. Basically, what I've been hearing is the Fed doesn't like to lose credibility, right? They already lost a lot when they said that inflation's transitory, and they were completely wrong on that. You know what I mean? So it's like, do they really want to admit? Because if they go to 50 basis points, they're basically admitting that they haven't done the best job at taming inflation. So are they going to do that? I don't think so, right? If they go back to 50, man, you're really going to put a lot of just interesting thoughts in people's minds, and they're going to lose a lot of credibility, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyone's going to guess. Everyone's going to say 50. Why? Because the market's coming down now. But we'll see what he says. We'll see what he says. 15 minutes until we see what he says, and we'll stay on for a little bit longer, bro. Market makers trying to silence. Let's see. You guys are lagging a little bit. Let's see. You guys are lagging a little bit. My bad, guys. My bad. I don't know why you're lagging, but I hope you're not continuing to lag here. Hope you don't continue to lag on the price action. Get a little bounce up. We're kind of just waiting for Powell to speak, guys. That's what we're waiting for right now. Market's going to do whatever it's going to do. But if you got this entry down here, that was beautiful. Missed this one by about $20. $20 to the downside. If you got this long entry right here, bada bing, bada boom. Now you got pretty much a risk-free trade to see what Powell says, Now you got this trade, okay, bada bing, bada boom, right? You got the entry, you put your stop down here, bada bing, bada boom. So, I mean, it's kind of a risk-free trade at that point. In the meantime, right, I'm not going to talk about long-term time frames right now. We'll talk about that tonight. Right now, we want to know what's going to happen right now. Let's see. Let's see. Dude, the dollar is looking bullish. Looking bullish. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, dude, the dollar looks pretty good though, right? You got the green dot print in. You got a nice double bottom here, right? And this thing's shooting up. I guess the level we look for the dollar to get rejected at is coming up to this golden pocket. So is it interesting that the dollar's shooting up to its local golden pocket right as Powell's about to speak, right? Is it a coincidence? I don't know. I think a lot of this market's rigged. I think all markets are pretty much rigged, to be honest. But we'll see what we get. This is where we want to see a rejection from the dollar, which is right here at this golden pocket, right here at about 104.77, 104.78. If we're going to see a rejection. If it breaks this, it's going to continue. It's probably going to come up and test the highs, man. So let's watch this like a damn hawk, like a hawkaroo coming in right here. This is probably our only chance of a rejection right here at the golden pocket. Bitcoin in the meantime, kind of hanging out at the bottom here. Hanging out at the bottom of the range. ETH kind of just hanging out. ETH just kind of hanging out at the bottom of the range. But we got to watch that like a hawk. Zero said bullish. Bullish. we'll have Mike comment on the dollar later. He will comment on that dollar later. You know what I'm saying? He definitely will. He definitely will comment on the dollar like a hawk. Like a hawk, Crypto Shock. You know what it is. We're gonna watch this market like a damn hawk. Let me see. Market makers killed Snapchat filters. Oh, facts, man. Facts. I mean, they killed Java. You know what I'm saying? They killed Java for sure. For sure. Come on, bro. What are you guys drinking this morning, guys? I know some of you guys are from Europe, and it's probably the afternoon by now. You guys got some coffee? To be honest, you guys care if I go pour some coffee for me? Because I want to stay on for Powell here. You guys care if I go take a quick piss and go fill up my coffee cup? You guys care real quick? I will literally be right back. I'm going to put a little note here and say, getting some coffee. Be right back. Getting some coffee. Be right back. I'm going to put this on the screen right here. All right. I will be right back. I'm just going to go fill up my coffee cup because I need some coffee. And I also have to take a massive piss because I chugged like 3. Every morning I wake up, chug 2 glasses of water. Okay. Then chug coffee. And then after the stream, I got to piss like a racehorse, bro. Right. I'm going to get right here. I'm going to go fill up my coffee and I'll stay on for Powell, which is up in 10 minutes. Let me go take a piss. And I won't wash my hands. I don't like to wash my hands, man. In the meantime, you guys can have a little music. Why not? Actually, you know what? Yeah, you guys can have a little music while I'm gone. Here you go. What song you guys want? You guys can have this song. Be right back, man. Hold up. Yo, we back. We back. I totally didn't wash my hands. I totally didn't wash my hands, guys. I think soap. Soap. There's no need for soap on your hands, guys. There's no need of soap on your hands. Did cavemen ever use soap? That's my question. Did anything that cavemen did not use, you don't need to use. Okay. Let's take like a simple one. All you need in life is water, food, and actually, I mean, all you really need is you basically need water, food, and warmth. What I mean by warmth is like shelter. You don't want to freeze to death. Water, food, and shelter, and you'll be okay. Anyways, what's Bitcoin doing? We got Powell speaking in 7 minutes, my friends. Powell speaking in 7 minutes, so I'm expecting some volatility coming up. We got the DXY, which actually now is coming down. S&P futures and NASDAQ are NASDAQ futures. ES is at it's still coming down a little bit, and Bitcoin is coming down. You just got craziness all over the board today, guys. Craziness all over the mother-trickin' board, baby. I'm not muted, bro. You guys are crazy. I didn't change anything. Let's see. It's not the real Jordan. Oh, I'm back. What do you think? I'm a bot? It's the AI Jordan coming in. Imagine in the future you could have someone that's like an AI guy just filling for you, right? Basically, they download your brain cells and they say all the same things that you do. Imagine in the future that's actually a thing. Imagine. Let's see. At least wash it with water, man. They didn't wash their hands with water, bro. They didn't wash their hands with water. All right, let me take this off. So, still waiting on the same price action, guys. I mean, it really this was kind of, if you were looking for some type of long this morning, that was kind of a decent entry there. If you were looking for some type of long, you literally missed this by 20 bucks. It is what it is. But now we wait to see, like, will they spike it back down again? Will they spike down again? I mean, they technically did take out all the people that longed and had stops below these lows, right? So that was a quick little stop hunt, right? And they brought it back up. Same thing for ETH, right? They took out all the stops below all these lows yesterday, and they spiked it back up. And the DXY, they kind of spiked it back up to the DXY, right? If you can't reclaim this level here, you see this right here in the dollar, guys? Watch this level today, right here. You see this? Where you've gotten one rejection, you've gotten two rejections, and now you just kind of did like a little swing failure. Not confirmed yet. Let the day kind of play out, but if you can't reclaim this, that might be an interesting point where that was kind of just a little bit of a retracement, right? Above, which you actually wicked above. Yes, you wicked above this previous high. You see this? You wicked above this previous high right here, and then you kind of swung fail it, right? You broke above, and then you got rejected back above, right? So you could, depending on what Powell says here, like this could be a little bit of a swing failure pattern here. If you can't reclaim it, it's probably better on the short-term time frames, like the hourly time frame, right? Broke the high, got rejected, come back down. So the dollar is finding a little bit of resistance at this zone. See if there's anything looking left. No, nothing really looking left. So let's see what happens there today. Obviously, like this 618 and this high, very interesting zone there on the dollar. And Bitcoin, we know, is literally right at support right now. And the S&P is kind of just chilling at its highs. You had a pretty bearish candle yesterday on the S&P, not going to lie. But you are kind of just chilling at the highs on the S&P. 4 minutes, baby. 4 freaking minutes. I need all my Vikings in the chat, boys. We need to go to battle today. Vikings! I need everyone in the chat to spam the swords and shields. I'm real quick. I'm going to open the chat to everyone right now. Alright? I'm going to open the chat to everyone right now. Why? Because I want to see all the swords and shields in the chat. Let's get everyone back in here, man. I'm about to open the chat up to everyone right now. Because I want to get some hype in the chat. Alright? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, spam the swords and shields. We're about to light this shit up, boy. Light this shit up. Get in the chat right now. I need to see the swords and shields in the chat right freaking now. Alright? Vikings! We have 3 minutes until Powell speaks. If you got a long position from this low, congratulations. If you're holding a long from this low, congratulations. Today we will try to fight. Bears, good luck. You know, I wish you luck too. There's certainly a chance that we dump. Because quite honest, I'm kind of confused right now. I don't know if I'm a bear or a bull. But I will say this. May the best man win. Bears, spam your swords and shields. Bulls, spam your swords and shields. Let me warning everyone in the chat right now. And we will get hyped. And we will win this shit. Hold on. Oh. Let's go. Look at everyone in the chat, baby. Look at everyone in the chat. Hamilton with the gifted membership. What's going on, Hamilton? Appreciate that, bro. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Let's go. Get in the chat, baby. Get in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Everyone's in the chat. Let's go, boy. Come on. Oh, let me make sure you guys can hear. Yeah. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes till this shit, boy. Let's go. May the best animal win, guys. May the best animal win. Whether you're a bear, bull, crab, I don't care what you are. May the best man win today. Cheers. We got a fresh coffee in here. We're ready to rock and roll, my friends. Dollar right now still sitting below that point, and you're actually getting the Nasdaq's actually coming up here now. So you got the Nasdaq coming up. S&P's trying to come up a little bit. And you got Bitcoin also kind of just holding that support while DXY is kind of at a little bit of a local resistance. So let's see how this plays out here, guys. Like this was the entry. Right now, if you're looking for a move to the upside, right, I would say this zone right here at 22.6 is a pretty big level here in the short term. Is 22,600. Let's get it. And then if we dump, obviously this 22,150 is the golden pocket zone that we just front run on this move down. So we'll watch both of those like a hawk. We got 1 minute. We got a new hourly open coming up here. Let me see. All in on Gala. Let's see, man. All the altcoins. We'll hold the altcoin talk to tonight because the sort of Bitcoin uncertainty is allowing all these altcoins to bleed out a little bit against Bitcoin, which is I guess is okay, right? Let's see Tether dominance. Tether dominance does have, technically speaking, some bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. So we talked a little bit this morning where this is kind of do or die time for Tether dominance here. All right, Bitcoin's coming down again. Let's see. We got Pal should be on stage right now. I'm not going to watch it, guys, but I like to see the price action instead. Let's see what we got. I bet he just started talking, so you're going to see some initial volatility here. Dollar shooting up to the golden pocket. Let's see what we get. Dollar shooting up to this local golden pocket. Bitcoin's getting a dump. And stock futures are really not doing diddly squat. So it seems like the Bitcoin and dollar show so far. Dollar's up to the golden pocket. Absolutely skyrocketing it up. Let's see what we get. Final low resistance so far. Will it just smash through? Smashing right through that shit. Bitcoin. If this breaks right here, guys. All right, we just got an initial bounce off the golden pocket. And it looks like it's going to smash through. If this does dump down here, 21,368 is the major zone down here that I'm looking for. If this does want to dump today. Let's see what we get. So far, dude, the dollar is mooning to the upside. Let's get a little action up in this bitch. Kennedy up in here saying he's tired. Shout out to Kennedy, man. Appreciate you being in here, even though you're tired, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it. Look at the dollar, bro. Woo! Bitcoin just wicked down to the 786. 22,000 just whipped down to the 786. Got a little bit of a bounce. Let's see what we get here, man. A little bounce off the 786. Nasdaq and the S&P really not doing anything though. It's the dollar and the Bitcoin show. Let's see what we got. A little bounce off the 786 there. Will it hold though? Will it hold? Let's see what we get, guys. DXY also shooting up to that right before the 786. And stock's really not doing shit, to be honest. So let's see. Let's see what we get. 22,187, my friends. Bouncing off that 786 bit. Now we want to see if this is going to be a big W pattern or if they're just going to flush it down. Let's see. 15-minute time frame, not really any bullish dips. The war drums. We got to have the war drums when the market's moving, man. Come on. Come on, here we go. Here we go, man. Let's see. Let's keep it on the 1 hour time frame here. As we did get a pretty nice bounce off the 786 there. Let's get this dump over with. Let's get the dump over with. Look at the dollar, bro. Coming up to the 786 hot. Look at that, man. Woo! Woo! Man.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Let's see. Hold the line. Man, look at this shit coming up. Bitcoin still holding 22,197. The dollar is shooting up like a rocket right now. Look at this shit, man. You're breaking the golden pocket. You're breaking the 786. I guess we can take this one now. Yeah, man. I mean, at this point, are you going to see the retest of the highs on the dollar? It looks pretty likely at this point to see a retest of the highs. Let me get rid of this. And yeah, I mean, the NASDAQ and the S&P aren't really reacting to this. But Bitcoin is. That's for damn sure. Like we say, guys, if this does break down, the measure move of this bear flag would put you back down right around this $22,200, $22,300 mark, right? Which is the broader 786 fib, which is the previous low, which is the basically the big daily support level. Coming across like this, right? This previous support, right? Support, resistance, this huge level at 22, right around 22.3, man. That's the really big freaking level there. If Bitcoin does want to shoot through. So let's see what we got. Let's see. We're getting spinach first, then a lot of meatloaf. Spinach, then a lot of meatloaf. Damn, man. Let's see. I feel like the cowardly lion. I want to run, jump through the wizards. The cowardly lion. Who's the cowardly lion? ETH 1 minute be like, where's the ETH 1 minute? All right, so ETH in the same time frame, right? The ETH target was this white box. So if we were going to get a dump, this white box down here at like 1495 to 1470, like this white box would be the range I would look at here, which is basically just the previous lows, right? If we're going to keep it super simple, just these previous lows. That's where I was looking for a sort of bigger Ethereum long to come up like this and do bada bing, bada boom, right? Same thing for Bitcoin, right? I've been saying this consistently. Like for me to do a bigger swing trade, this was kind of just an iffy range. And I've been waiting for this first swing long right here at 22.3, right? And I was waiting for basically this red box at 22.8 for a swing short, right? Seems like it just wants to dump from this range. Obviously, we'll see. The dollar is shooting up like a bazooka, this morning. So maybe we do get this 21.3 level, man. Maybe we do. Let's see. Check the 1 minute on ETH. The 1 minute. Let's see the 1 minute on ETH. The 1 minute on ETH. That's a pretty big 1 minute candle there, huh? This was 1%. It looks big though on the chart, doesn't it? It looks pretty damn big. Let's see. He should be great at the like button. Hell yeah, man. Shout out to the like button. Guys, keep spamming out that like button. We've been live for like 2 hours this morning. Shit. This has been a long ass freaking stream, bro. Long ass stream this morning. Huge long ass stream. Dollar's looking juicy. Oh yeah, the dollar is looking juicy, bro. This thing is looking juicy this morning. Very juicy this morning. Very, very juicy this morning. What's the name of the drum song? The name of the drum song is Really Fast Action Drums. Like you would never think that it would be called Really Fast Action Drums, but it is. By Feinstein? Feinstein is the guy. Feinstein. Let's see. Bitcoin Mania said the move start, hold for correction. Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you break the 786, I got to assume that you're coming back down to 21.3. That's been this green box. That's been the level I was kind of looking for quite a bit. So let's see what we get here in the short term, man. This would be, like I said, this is a measure move. And it is, right, the 786, if you look right here. If you take this low to this high, right? So it's the 786, it's this previous low coming in right there, and it's the measure move of this bear flag, right? So a lot of shit coming in right here in this box. A lot of shit coming right in this box right here. So that's the level I'm looking at in the short term. If we do see that further dumperoo, let's see if we break the 786 though. We're trying. We are really, really trying to break this bad boy. Look at the dollar, bro. Look at the dollar. Look at the dollar shooting up to the upside. Man. Excuse me. Look at the dollar shooting up to the upside. What is the name of the Bob Rap song? The name of the Bob Rap song is Getting Stronger by Night Owl. Getting Stronger. This one right here. The dollar's playing this song right now, boy.
Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. And yo, the mirror don't lie. And yo, the mirror don't lie. Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. And yo, the mirror don't lie. If you want the truth.
It's going. The dollar's definitely saying the mirror don't lie today. The mirror don't lie on the dollar. That is definitely true. All right, here we go, man. So I'm looking for this this green box. If we do see a bigger size dumperoo today, it's looking pretty likely at this point that you will be seeing that, which is okay. That was certainly an option we were looking at, and not quite honestly, I wasn't really like expecting a massive pump anyways, right? We have the two Wyckoff levels here that we'll continue to watch, right? And I can tell you say, like, if Bitcoin comes down, this zone is the zone for me. This is the zone to pick up the alts that I've been waiting for. If Bitcoin was to come in between the schematic 1 support and schematic 2 support, is in this freaking little zoney zone. So now we wait. And see if this 21.3 level ultimately holds the support, or it breaks through. If it breaks through, hey man, let's go, man. We'll get some other chances on some stuff that we missed out on back down in this region. So let's freaking get it, man. Let's see what happens first. I mean, the dollar's coming up, but you still got. Let me actually go to the higher term time frames in this. The 12-hour time frame. The 12-hour time frame is going to have some pretty bearish divergence if this does keep pumping up. Right. So just make sure you're aware of that. And watch this level too. If the dollar keeps pumping up, watch for like a retest of this trend line right here, right, with the sort of higher highs and lower highs. I don't know if I'm fully convinced with that yet, but that could be a level to watch too. To watch for, because this is a big resistance on the dollar, man. Like if the dollar breaks this, you could be going to some of that lower levels that we've been talking about, right? So this is a resistance. This is a resistance, right? This is a resistance. It's the big ass golden pocket zone. If the dollar breaks above this, right, and starts coming back up here, it's probably going to 107, guys. It's probably going to 107. And in that case, you might, I'd be looking at, in that case, seeing more of the Wyckoff schematic 2 playing out here, where Bitcoin probably goes something like this and actually stays down here for quite a bit before eventually coming back up later in the year, which wouldn't be the most fun scenario, but honestly, like, this is the fun time in theory, you know. So you could see that Wyckoff schematic 2 playing out, which has been a case. That's been a case I've been making for more of like a couple months of just chop suey and just kind of boring price action between like 19.5 and like 23K, you know? It's sort of this boring kind of slow grind down and sideways like this for quite a bit, right? Quite a freaking bit. Could certainly be the case, right? Certainly be the case. Let's let the price action play out. I don't want to overreact too soon, because when you overreact too soon, it is what it is. As far as trading goes, looking for a long here, looking for a short at 22.9. Same type of strategy here. In the meantime, I'm not going to FOMO short. And in the meantime, if price comes up, I ain't going to FOMO long. You know, so I'm waiting for my levels. You gotta map out your levels, look at your levels, and wait for your levels to react. You know what I mean? I think too many people wait for a move. Like if Bitcoin was to bounce here, right? If Bitcoin was to bounce, a lot of people would probably go long right here, right? Thinking, oh my God, Bitcoin's bouncing back up. and then it does this, right? Or, right, a lot of people are looking at the price right now going, man, look at the dollar shooting up. I'm going to go short. I'm going to short right at the lows, right? Let's be honest. That's how most people think, right? They're going to go short right now, right? Instead of, okay, be bearish, maybe you shorted at 22.6. That was the level to go short at up here. But like, if you're looking to go short right here, you know what I mean? Is the risk versus reward there? Could be. You could argue that Bitcoin's going to keep dumping and go down in a straight line. But there's obviously that scenario where Bitcoin comes back up a little bit, takes out your stop, and then moves back down again. You know what I mean? So just make sure you're paying attention to that. FOMO shorting or FOMO longing is never the way, especially if you're using leverage. If you're on spot, you might be able to get away with it a little bit. Still wouldn't recommend it. But like if you're on leverage, man, this was the time to go short. If you're looking for a long, this is the time to go long if you're looking for one. Personally, me right now, I'm kind of just waiting to see the general direction. That's why I'm waiting for these two zones, right? I'm waiting for 21.3 or I'm waiting for 22.8. In here is just chopping out traders left and right. And I'm just kind of waiting on these two zones. That's it. And you know, a lot of people are going short right now, right? Right, people are probably going short right now. They're looking at the dollar going, man, look at the dollar pumping. I'm going to go short right here at the low. You know what happens. You know what happens. If you go in short up here at 22.6, though, that was a really good entry the last couple of days, right? You really hit this high. You hit this high. You hit this high. That was a really good one if you got in up there. Definitely true. I only buy spot. I want to own my Bitcoin, not trade it. Nice, dude. I look to trade to be able to accumulate more, right? So, you basically, I think a lot of people do this too, right? Is anyone else out there basically, at this point, it's 2023, I'm looking to add to my bags. Pretty much anything that I feel like I'm a little bit short on, looking to add to. But basically, I'll trade some ranges and take what I make from those trades and put it into spot holdings. I think a lot of people do that. Anyone else do that too? Where you trade to make more spot. It's basically what I do. I suck at trading and refuse to use leverage. I mean, I would say like the biggest thing was that it's risk management, man. That's really what it is. Like not blowing your account on one trade. If you use stop losses and you wait for your entry, right? So like right here. A lot of people are looking to go short right now. Why? Because they see the price dumping. They think it's a guaranteed short. It's going to keep dumping. But they don't think, where am I going to put my stop loss? You know what I mean? Like, where do you put your stop loss here? Whereas in the meantime, let's say right now, I'm not trading, right? The best thing to know is when not to trade. If price comes down here, right, and comes to my level, okay, and then I put my stop right below here, basically, this would basically be a 0.6% risk, right? So say, okay, I'm going to long from 21.3, put a stop down here at like 21.100. It's a 0.5% risk because I'm waiting for my entry. I'm not FOMOing into my entry, right? And then the upside, it's a 0.5% risk and you're playing the bounce, right? Where even if it gets back to like half this move, it's already a 4-to-1 risk reward. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people just wait for the move and then try to long. Like, if the price starts going up like this, everyone's going to go long. If price starts continuing down, they're going to go short right here. That's going to be the low. And then they're going to get stopped out. You know what I mean? Anyone can be good at trading, in my opinion. It's all about knowing when to get out of the trade. It's not necessarily knowing when to get in. It's knowing when to get out. Right? Making your losses small. And having patience and waiting for the levels that you think are the good levels, and not just being like, oh, look at the market's pumping right now. I'm going to miss out on the move. Let me go long. No, wait for your entry. If you miss your entry, it's okay. You move on to the next one. There's always another shit coin that you can long. You know what I mean? That probably has a better entry. Did someone say FOMO? Yes. Someone said FOMO, bro. Someone said FOMO. FOMO now at anything under 22K, I regret it. XRP is going up for some reason. Is it? It is actually coming up. That's interesting. XRP is going up. Sometimes that's XRP, man. You're really just stuck in the 36-cent sort of range here for XRP. XRP is a stable coin until the SEC's case settles. It's literally a stable coin, bro. It's literally a stable coin. But what I'll argue is you're in like one big falling wedge on XRP on the daily since January, right? Up, down, now get another bounce off the golden pocket. It's kind of one big little falling wedge here. I kind of like it on the daily. Doesn't mean you can't just go like this and kind of continue down in it before breaking out. But yeah, I mean, and the macro support level has been pretty consistent here for XRP. So does it do something like this? It comes up, comes down again, back tests this level, and then comes up like this and bounces off this level again. That seems to be the case for XRP throughout this range, is bouncing off this upward sloping support level, you know, and kind of playing it like that. Daily green dots printing today, which is interesting, especially on a Bitcoin day like this, which is definitely interesting. So XRP is one that you have a little patience on, and you kind of wait for this one to slowly start to dribble a little bit lower. You know, maybe get an entry here at like 35 cents or so. But XRP is forever stable, man. Forever the stable coin. Let's see. All right, DXY is back at the golden pocket. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in just a tad here. So 105.21 is where we are at, my friends. 105.21. What's ES doing? ES is coming down, and the NASDAQ is coming down. Let's see. 99% of altcoins to zero before bottom end. 99% of altcoins to zero before bottom end. I wouldn't say that. I think that's just a recycled thing that people were saying because of the last bear market. But many altcoins bottomed well before Bitcoin did this time. You know what I mean? Bitcoin bottomed in November. You had, you know, Matic, BNB, Ethereum. Pretty much all the big altcoins bottomed before Bitcoin did this time. And even if you dump back to the lows, it's very unlikely that altcoins dump. Like Matic dumps to 30 cents before Bitcoin gets to 15K. That's very unlikely. Very unlikely. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. Seems like you're kind of just chilling here. Actually, no, I'm not going to head out yet. Yeah, how could I head out like this in times like this? You know? Let me see. 6.9K January. I'm not going to head out yet, guys. I'm trolling you. I'm just trolling. Don't get mad at me. I'm just trolling. Let's see. Floki texts a bear. Hey, it's okay to be a bear, man. It's okay to be a bear, you know? You just got to know when to flip your bias, you know what I'm saying? You got to know when to flip your bias. Can't always be a bear. I hope that for you. I hope that for you, Kappa. What do you hope for me, Crypto Wolf? I didn't quite get it. All right, Bitcoin's getting a bounce back to the upside. DXY is getting a rejection off the 0.618. Bitcoin's getting a pretty nice move back up to the upside. Let's see what we can get here. Pretty nice little W formation so far. I don't know if this is going to continue, but let's see what we got. DXY is getting a slight rejection off the previous high. Is it going to last? Obviously, we'll see. We'll see. Bitcoin 22,224. Still kind of just holding this low. Not really doing too much at the moment. And the dollar is getting a little bit of a rejection off that little level, which is quite interesting. Quite interesting. I would have liked if you sweep these lows. I would have liked this price action a little bit better if actually you went like this. You swept the low from this wick, right? Took out the stops, then came back up. You don't necessarily have to do that, but you're getting a little move to the upside. Once again, man, all the FOMO shorters just get absolutely wrecked again. Absolutely wrecked. All their stops probably just got hit. And they all just got taken out. Guys, stop FOMO shorting, man. If you're going to short, wait for your entry to the highs, right? So this morning, if you were waiting for a short, okay, and Bitcoin started to dump. Say you're waiting to short at 22.6, right? Very valid area to short from. You didn't get it, right? So be okay with, okay, I missed the downwards move. Don't be short in the bottom of the damn wick. You know what I'm saying? Like, if price doesn't come back up here and you don't get your entry, move on to the next one, right? Don't be like, oh my God, Bitcoin's dumping, I got to get in now, right? Because what's going to happen is you're gonna go short right at the low, just like everyone is, because you're not the only one thinking that way. If you're thinking some way, there's a million other people in the world that are thinking the same exact way as you. They're gonna FOMO short just like you are. Price is gonna come up, smack all you guys in the face like it's doing right now. Look at Bitcoin. It just took out all those shorts, man. Look at that.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
All those shorts just got absolutely annihilated. Bitcoin just bounced back up in a matter of 5 minutes. Just bounced back up 3%. All just got annihilated. All just got wrecked. Now watch. Now it's going to take out all those shorts. And now watch. Now it will roll back over. And all those shorts will get a lesson on shorting the highs, not the lows, right? Shorting the highs, not the lows. I think a lot of you guys know that. But there's a reason the market maker does this, because a lot of people still FOMO into a pump and FOMO short into a dump. People will be in this market for 3 years and still do the same thing over and over and over again, right? So there you go. They all just got taken out. Now watch it roll back over. Now watch, man. All right, there we go. That's why you don't do it, man. That's why you don't do it. Classic long. Right from the lows. Let's see. Now all guys long. Now everyone's going long. Now it's going to come back down. Take out the longs. Long from the lows, right? Short from the highs. Do the opposite of what your brain wants to do. Do the opposite. John Wick energy. See, the DXY bounced off the 618. You probably had all the 4X guys FOMOing into DXY because it's breaking out. And then you get a pullback. You take them all out. Then watch. It rolls back up over. S&P and the NASDAQ still coming down. So I'm going to assume that Bitcoin's still going to roll over here. Even though it did just hit all the stops probably on all those shorts that FOMO shorted from 2021.9, thinking I'm going to miss the move, bro. I'm going to miss the move. Oh, man. You got to be okay with missing the move, bro. If you're not okay with missing the move, it is what it is. Let me actually just clear this chart out, because now this chart's all kind of messed up. This chart is all kind of jacked up. All right, now what are we looking for? All right, so now you came back up. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, see, you just bearishly retested, right? So this is still looking a little bearish to me, at least in the meantime, because you had this support, you dumped below, you came back up, you've tested it as resistance, and now you're failing to get back above there. So it still looks a little bit bearish, unless you can reclaim back into here. Obviously, if you reclaim back into here, man, all shots are golden, and you probably come back up to 22.6, and that'll be the ultimate test. But still looks a little bearish. So now you're going to be looking for, okay, let's do something like this, right? And now we'll look for and move back to this golden pocket and see if we can bounce off this and make some type of higher low from this range, right? And we can kind of go from there. But let's see, 15-minute. Nothing crazy. So far, it's just a bearish retest, bro. You know, it's just a wick up rejection, and now you gotta see if you can reclaim back into this. Dollar's still getting a big old rejection there, but the S&P and the NASDAQ are still looking a little bit bearish. So we'll see what Bitcoin can do. Look at the ETH, man. Look at that stop hunt on ETH. Woo, man. Look at that stop hunt on ETH. ETH dumped all the way back down to 1538. Took out all the stops below here, right? Took them all out. Came right back up. And in a matter of like, I think that was like a 5-minute candle, came up back up about 2% and took out all the shorts again. Absolutely brutal. Brutal. Let's see. Wayne said, my line shows Bitcoin broke low and broke back above. I could just be drawing it different. Like everyone draws things different, you know what I mean? So I guess this could be, I mean, it's holding the 4-hour time frame. So if you go to the daily, because it's really, we'll talk about more about those long-term time frames later, but the daily, as long as this daily trend holds, which is like this, right? You can take this low to this low. As long as you hold this on a close, right? Which you came to here, you got initial bounce. You came to again. As long as you hold like this level on a close, anywhere above like 22,100 on a daily close, you're still kind of holding this support, right? You're kind of just like back testing it again. And ultimately, like if depending on what happens today, right? If Bitcoin can hold this level, I mean, are you building a W formation to bring this back up to the upside? Just kind of like you did here, like you did here, and like you did here, right? You certainly could be. I'm not going to hold my breath on that. I got to wait for the damn close to see. But you definitely could be doing that. Depending on what we kind of got cooking here. But the 5-minute, the short-term time frame still look a little bearish, I will say. AC said, until BitBoy doesn't get 60K views and half a day, bottom is in. Bottom is in. AZ. I don't know if I agree with that, my man. I don't know if I agree with that. I think, you know, people, crypto's more mainstream now. So I think, you know, even during the bear market, you're going to see people still viewing, because I also think people are getting smarter too when it comes to really bear markets, right? They're not like going to be fooled as easily to just like drop everything, you know? Whereas like in 2018, 2019, right? Crypto was still pretty new, right? 2017 was like the big like put on the map, right? And then you started dumping back in 2018. A lot of people didn't like at that point didn't get like the 4-year cycle and things like that. So a lot of people panic sold in 2019, lost interest. They started to get back in 2021 when Bitcoin broke all-time highs again. But I think people who are around are like a little bit smarter than they were back in the day, you know, or at least been in the market longer now. Because like most people in here, right? Most of you guys, I recognize you guys have been here for at least 2 years now. Whereas anyone that came in 2020 was probably around in a few months, right? If that. All right, let's see. Can Bitcoin get a little move up? Dollar's coming back up a little bit. I just want to see if Bitcoin can reclaim, and then I'm going to get off. I'm going to get off after, so you can see if Bitcoin reclaims this, guys. It's been a long-ass stream. We've been streaming for quite a while this morning. Let's see. Let's see. I expect 19.5K before the next leg up. Certainly could be, bro. Certainly could be. I'm not going to sit here and act like where Bitcoin's going to go to. I'm okay with these two levels, man. I'm okay with Bitcoin honestly going all the way back down to 18.5. If Bitcoin comes all the way down to 18.5, all you're looking for is a higher low, right? So a low, a high, a higher low, and then for Bitcoin to bounce up here and make another higher high eventually, right? That's all I'm looking for. If Bitcoin comes all the way down to 18.5, so be it. So be it. Is it going to? I have no idea. That's why I have my bags packed. If Bitcoin's ready to go to the moon from right here, let's freaking go. If Bitcoin's going to come down here, there's plenty of alts and honestly BTC that I wish I had more time on that I would be totally okay with scooping up in this little leg down, which I am looking at as the bigger Wyckoff accumulation here, where you got the low, you came up, made a low, came up again, tagged the previous high, and you could just see like this little price action here, boring price action. And but you also could be in this one where you had the low, you had the lower low, you had the third lower low, which was the spring, the move up, and you could just be in this range too. whatever one you're in, I'm pretty convinced this is accumulation, right? Whether you go back down to 18.5 or the low is already in, I'm pretty convinced this is accumulation phase. The opposite of the highs in 2021, which fooled the majority of people into thinking that was the we were going to go to 100K, right? It's inevitable we're going to 100K, right? It's inevitable, right? You made a high, higher high, dumped, came back down, retested, and then continued down, right? It's the opposite of what I'm looking at here, where you got the low, lower low, came back up. Now, are you coming down to retest this level again? That's the question. But, yeah, that's what I'm looking at, man. Let's see. CME gap at 19.5. Certainly could. I honestly, if we dumped all the way down here, if we did, because honestly, guys, like, am I fully convinced? Because I still think the daily time frame looks bullish. I still think the 2-day time frame looks bullish. I think the 3-day time frame looks bullish. I think a lot of the daily time frames look bullish. At least for a little bit of a short-term bounce. I'm not fully convinced. But like, if we did, it's this golden pocket right here between 18,900 and 19,200. That would be like, if we got a big dump, that's the level I'd really look for, is this golden pocket. So basically we'd fill this 19.8 CME gap. We'd wick down to the golden pocket and then bounce off this $19,000 level, which is all these previous lows looking left too. All these previous lows. If we get down there, right? Obviously, time will tell. Everyone's going to have an opinion based on what they want to happen, right? What I notice about the space is everyone has an opinion based on what they want to happen, right? People who want the price, people who think it's going to be bearish, they want the price to go down. You know what I mean? People who think it's going to go up, they want the price to go up, right? For me, I don't care which one happens, to be honest. But I always know about the space, guys. If someone is a perma bear, they're always a perma bear, and they always want the price to go down for a certain reason that benefits them. And if someone's a perma bull, they want the price to go up for a reason that benefits them, you know? And, you know, for me, it's like, okay, we bottom here, or we go to 18.5, whatever, bro, whatever. That's what I'm looking at. Pal talking about crypto. Is he? Pal's talking about crypto. That's interesting. NASDAQ and S&P still dumping, but Bitcoin's actually getting a small bounce. And the dollar's actually getting a little bit of rejection. Pal's talking about crypto. Is he actually? I don't know if he actually is. Let's see. There's no future in being bearish all the time. Yeah, I mean, I would over the longer term time scale, I mean, if you're a perma bear, you've lost the whole history of the markets. So, like, it doesn't make sense to be a perma bear. You know what I mean? Go back to the stock market back in the early 1900s. If you've been a perma bear that whole time, you've gotten absolutely destroyed. Crypto, if you've been a perma bear since 2010, you've gotten absolutely destroyed. You know? You're right for like 1 year, and then you just get ripped a new asshole. You know what I mean? Back to 22,300 and sideways for 3 months. Man, imagine. That would be insane. Let's see. If the USD fails and BTC is chosen to be the first option currency, would crypto be ready to take on the world economy? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. The way things currently are, I don't think so. I don't think Bitcoin could be at least at the moment, I don't think Bitcoin could be a currency. You know what I mean? I just don't see that. Could it be like a gold where it's a store of value? Hell yeah. Could certainly be. I still feel like it's crabbish this year. Yeah, me too. I think it's mostly going to be crabbish this year. You can see some big moves up and some big moves down, but I think it's mostly going to be sideways. You know? And I sort of said, like, imagine this price action right here. Ignore the move up, right? Ignore this big move up. I don't necessarily think it's going to do this. Don't get me wrong. But, like, at least this price action right here from 2020, which everyone's expecting a big move up and a big move down. What if we go sideways for another 2 months right here? Just like this. Just like that. You know? And get everyone super, super bored. super, super chilled out, where everyone's expecting a big move one way or the other, and you just don't get anything, you know? Let's see. All right, Bitcoin's back up to this resistance. All right, now Bitcoin's going to move up. Man, if you shorted the low, bro.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Man, if you shorted the low, oh my lord, the bears just got way too overzealous, bro. Way too overzealous, man. I bet they were all trolling on Twitter, and they all just got ripped a new asshole. They all just got ripped a whole new asshole. Unless you shorted from higher like a boss, then you're good. We're lagging a little bit over here. We're being a little bit laggy on this chart. Let's refresh. Let's refresh the chart and do it. If you just FOMO shorted, you just got wrecked. You got wrecked. You got wrecked. If you FOMO shorted, you got wrecked. It still could come down, guys. I'm just trolling a little bit. Dollar's coming down. You got the Nasdaq's popping back up a little bit, and you got ES, which is, I guess, trying to pop back up a little bit. Bitcoin can't be a currency as it's too volatile. Yeah, that's another reason too. It's super volatile, and it's more of a store of value, if anything, man. You know, like it's volatile, but it's still been the best performing asset in the last, and God knows how long. You know, everyone likes to talk about volatility, but if you can ignore the 1 year volatilities, you've been pretty freaking good on Bitcoin, man. You know, most people who argue that are just so short-minded, right? And they're like, "Oh my God, look at Bitcoin in 2022, it dumped. Look at where it was in 2020, still up 700%." You know what I mean? Like, people are so short-minded when it comes to the markets. Everything has to moon in 6 months, or it's a scam. All right. Let's see. All right, so both sides got wrecked. Guys, I'm going to get off. So Bitcoin's like literally where we started the stream at 22,392. So a big wick down, a big wick up, and now this is kind of what I expected, man. I mean, kind of just a general wickage, and then you end up kind of right back where you are. Still haven't gone anywhere. You got to be kidding me, man. Imagine if we get this, we're getting hyped up. Oh, we're finally get some volatility. Bitcoin wicks down, and then you end up just staying at 22,400 for another couple days. Man, that would be brutal. Absolutely brutal. Dollar's still chilling. Stock market's kind of just chilling now. I'm going to head out, guys. I'll be back later tonight. We'll talk some charts. But man, oh man. Let's see. Let's see. I'm getting out of here, then. Peace out. Later. And I'll catch you guys later. All right? Adios. JBH, later. Mr. Amy, later. Ray Gaddix, Peter Perry, Denise, Chris, CRP, Simon, Fahid. It's so slow today. Come on. Later, guys. Peace out. Later. Look at this poll real quick, guys. Does Bitcoin have a green or red day today? 55% say red. What does that tell me? I don't know. I'll catch you guys later, though. Peace.